round of Village 7-1, so we're going to see a battle of four boats for the region. It's SAP Luca, it's Lucas Moore, it's Village 7-1, and Jim Cars can sneak in. It's also attacking her boat. See, it's all the swords are, and they're penalizing each other.
Hello and welcome to our Esailing World Championship Final highlight show.
And Steve, I promised in many ways. There you go. You lose, and you snooze. There, and he's taking the win because he's cheating. So starting in first, Esailing TV doing a great start this time. You guys let's go this way so the mic gets. No, don't do that with the mark again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why doing a crazy format as we're doing today?
Well,
I'm getting cut you up to the right hand side. See the two guys up there. There's two penalties. No, only one penalty. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you Esailing fans around the world. Welcome to the Monday show on Esailing TV. My name is Thomas Luthi and I will guide you through today's program. And it's a little bit special today. Can you feel it? Can you feel the magic out there? The World Championship 2020 has been announced. So today, the first Open Challenges, or as I will call it, the World Championship Series has started. And a very interesting thing, if you go into YouTube or our Facebook channel or just go on to our new homepage, you will see me this morning go through all the rules and what's going on in there, but we will talk more about it in today. Today's program is divided into two parts. The next hour we will do random streamings from the Open Challenges. We will go in and watch it, see how it's going. It's this one, this open one here, we're going to speak about. And after that, we will go to VRI Online Sailing Club. They are hosting a small regatta tonight with 20 skippers, just to show that they're ready for the World Championship. A lot of things are going to happen. If you should have any questions or anything there, please write us in the chat, and hello to Esailing TV channel 2. It's Norman, he's somewhere over in the USA having some fun. But we are going into this Open Challenge. And let's talk about it. What you will experience by the time let's go out in the dashboard is now you're going to see green challenges and you're going to see blue ones. And you're also maybe going to see some black and maybe also a pink. So what is the difference? The difference is the green one, this side of me, everybody can play it. It's open, you don't need to create a user. Then you have the blue one on the opposite side. Here you need to be created as an official user to join in. You need to be a registered player to get championship points. And we have been trying to studying into all of it. What does championship points means? We are going into this third season of the Esailing World Championship. And we can see here it started today. And top 100, when all the playoffs, when all the series are done, will go in, top 1,000 will go into a playoff. But last year it was divided into seasons. So after each season there was a playoff. This year it will not be divided into season. So in the end we will, Virtual Regatta and World Sailing will watch the final score and bring in top 1,000 into the next event. Into the playoffs. And they also said, and writing in the press release, that special events, and one of the big special events coming up is ESailGP, or the SailGP, called ESailGP Campaign 2020, will count double points. So when there is a special event, and this is the one who's getting black, then it counts double. And then there might come also a pink event. The pink event is event not counting for points. That might be a community event that will come up. More news about that. Esailing TV is a huge part of that work also. If you should be interested of all the things that are happening and you want to see more, then go in on esailing.tv. This is our homepage. Here you have access to all our platforms in one time. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and the two channels we're streaming on directly live from. So you can follow all the news, because a lot of news are happening at the moment and we're spreading it out on the challenge. So, and hello to Filippo, the world champ himself is saying hello in the chat. He's also with us here today. So let's go into the first one. There are some things we need to know if you're new to the game. I know all the routine guys are saying, Thomas, now you're blah, 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 talking and talking and talking. But this is a very important thing. You can see there's written open challenges and then there's written minimum races 5. And the reason why I'm having a huge focus on that is because your score is all about how you're doing your races. This means that you minimum need to do 5 races in a row, and then your score counts. And it's taking the 5 best races you're doing in a row and put it in here to the scoreboard. And as we see, Esailing, the vice champion himself, 100 points after 5 races. He has only been doing 5 races, winning all 5. Luka Koslovic, 3rd place at the World Championship from Trieste, Italy, also only been doing 5 races and having 100 points. Lucas Moore from Denmark, 5 races, 100 points. Roxy Joni, he has been using 6 races. So race number 1, he didn't win. He might got 2nd, 3rd or something. And then the next 5 races he won. And you can see it's only minimum 5 races. So also Filippo, we have in the chat, is writing, ciao Thomas, the world champion himself did 100 points after 9 races. This means maybe he was winning race number 1, 2, and then race number 3. He got 2nd, and then he won the rest, and then he got the best series score. And so is it on. So why is this very, very important? It's because this best series score, these points, are going over to the World Championship ranking list. So the points you're making in the blue races, the blue challenges in the World Cup series, are going over to the final score. So if you really want to be in top 1000, you really need to up your game and be ready for all the blue challenges. So you cannot do as a Serie, let's make a little bit fun with a Serie he did last year. He started playing the game in June, qualified to the World Championship straight away, and went all the way. He's dominating this game. He's really good at it. But then he went into the World Championship. This year, you need to be consistent. You need to play all the way. You need to participate in all blue races. You can miss maybe 2-3 blue races. It is a top 1000, and I think we will see a huge difference in points in between top 1000, number 1 and number 1000. But still, you need to be upping your game. So guys, get ready for the World Cup Series or the World Championship 2020. And where do we go this year? Last year we heard some rumors when we were on Bermuda that the winners will be flown into Abu Dhabi. But we also hear rumors that it might be a special place they're hosting this. We don't know yet. It's only rumors. So let's see it. But think to be in the final, the World Championship final, and be flown in to Abu Dhabi. Let's take the first race of tonight. The first 1 out of 9 server that is coming up, we will take. So if you want to see yourself, join in. And one thing we experience, if you're watching this show on Twitch or YouTube, there's only 2 to 5 seconds delay. So you guys are a little bit faster than the Facebook. Facebook, there's around 10 seconds, sometimes 15 seconds delay. So join in now. You can see 2 out of 9. So if you want to see yourself in today's races, get ready. We will take it, and then some more talk later. So let's have some fun in there. Let's get ready for race number 1 today. And while we are getting into it, I'm just getting a lot of calls and a lot of things from around the world in my private chat and see who's coming up. First race coming up, 9 out of 9. It's creating. It's not this one we're going to see. No, we're going to see this one in the middle. And guys, we're going to do a lot of random races in this 49er race. So let's see how that will go. So, are you up to it? Are you ready? This is the World Championship 2020, starting up the 3rd World Championship in Virtual Regatta Inshore in Esailing. Filippo, thank you for what you're writing in the chat. Let's see, here's the first race coming in. And let's see how that will go here. A small presentation. We have an Italian player. He's called New Zealand. He's from Italy. And guys, remember, if you actually are from New Zealand and have an Italian flag, then you actually can be disqualified in the World Cup Series. So you need to do your real name and real country to get into the qualification. Then we have Scarso, he's from Italy. We have Explusic 2, he's from Spain. We have a French guy, he's called Pudurant. And then we have Danny from Croatia, Christoffersen, he's from Denmark. A Trip Tully, he's from France. And Inu from Germany. And a Boss Sailor from Britain. 2 seconds to start. There it goes. No false start, no, a really bad start for the German player. He has to go around Peter, and also the French player not coming out of that. The Spanish player going upwind, all bad news for them. So let's focus on what's really happening here in the lead. It's Scarso from Italy in the lead. And when we're saying the Italians, fantastic to see what's happening there. They're creating a community. If they're going into Facebook site called Esailing Italy, Italia, then they can see a lot of things. Or they're going to the webpage esailing.it, then they're also going into a lot of Italian coming up. Second place is from Denmark. It's Christoffersen. And also, when we're speaking about Denmark, what we're seeing at the moment, the Danish players are starting dominating this game. A lot of Danish players coming in because the Danish Sailing Federation, together with Esailing TV, Side Sports Ligaen, and also Esailing Denmark, are growing the game. And next up is I'm going to visit a club where around 180 players, in between 180 players will come to the event and learn about Virtual Regatta Inshore. So let's see here. They're racing upwind for the first time. Let's focus on the race. It's going to be Danny from Croatia in 5th. We have Trip to Limem. He is in 3rd. Then we have Scarso in 1st. Christoffersen. He's in 2nd. It's a very close in between the Dane and the Italian player. But see, the Dane is caught in wind shadow, dropping a little bit down, losing 0.6 knots in the wind against Scarso. And when they're going downwind, we need to learn the stats of these boats, especially if you want to be a world champ, my friends. Then you need to know that in a 49er upwind, best VMG is 11.7 when it's going the right way. And you also need to learn the wind shadow of this boat is 23 meters long. So you need to be close to do an attack, a downwind attack. And the boat's special thing with this boat is to win a race. It's all a focus on the wind intelligence. If you're doing the wind intelligence wrong, then you will lose everything. So the guy sailing the shortest distance in the 49er is winning the race most of the time if he's not getting a lot of penalties. We see here the Dane is capturing Scarso in wind shadow. It's only 0.3. If he captures much better, we'll see a difference in between 1 knots when they're coming in. So let's see there. Rounding the button mark, the gate mark first, is the Italian Scarso. Christoffersen from Denmark in 2nd. Boss Sailor coming in 3rd. Danny from Croatia coming in there. A penalty to the French Trip to Lilium coming in there and getting a penalty and a slowdown. The really bad start to the other French sailor is come back. He's currently in 5th. But we are here to watch the top sailors. We are here to see who's winning these races. That's interesting, especially when we are speaking about the World Cup series that is starting up here. Kristoffersen crossing in a starboard tack. Scarso going to the right-hand side. Scarso actually doing a really good job. He will win meters on this, and see, we can't trust right now. There's something wrong with the server according to how much they are in front in the lead of each other. But 54 meters, 56 meters, that's amazing. If Scarso won that in one upwind race, let's see. I'm not sure that we'll go a little bit closer to it. It looks more than 28 meters in my eyes in between these two boats. Then we have Danny coming in here. Let's see, a wind shift is coming in, and it looks like Kristoffersen has been losing a lot of this in this upwind race. He didn't read the radar, the same thing as Scarso did and Danny did. They went to the right-hand side because of the windsocks, and then they turned their boat towards the mark. And see, Kristoffersen, according to me, it looks like he will be around 40 meters behind and has no chance to hit Scarso. A penalty to Danny, a penalty to the French Peduran, and to the Spanish boat also. This means that second place will go to Kristoffersen, third place to Boss Sailor from Great Britain, and it looks like Danny will take fourth, and the French boat Trip to Linem will come in fifth. Let's see if that will fit in. It's all about reading that wind. If you're not reading your wind intelligence, you will lose downwind also. Wind shadow is captured. It's thrown on Danny. He's getting dirty air from the French skipper, but it's a small thing. It's only 0.2, but it will be much worse for him in a few sec. 0.3. See, now it's working almost 1 knot. So if Danny is not jibing away, he will be caught or sail in front of the French skipper. He will lose his 4th place to the French skipper. And he's doing that. Scarso with a win. Kristoffersen in second. What is the French sailor doing here? I might just have kept my my race there, but he jibes away and loses 4th and becomes 5th. Spanish boat in 6th and a French boat coming in 7th. This was race number 1 for today. Scarso with a win, 100 points from Italy. Kristoffersen from Denmark in 2nd. Boss Sailor in 3rd. And see the points. And this is the next thing we're going to talk about. The points above me. A win gets 100 points. 2nd place 69 points in this challenge. 3rd place 51 points. And these points are going into your best series score. So Kristoffersen's races will have now 69 points, and when you've been doing 5 races, then consistent races, they will plus all the points and divide it with 5, and that will give his average score or his best series score. Scarso, if he's winning 5 in a row with 100 points, he will have best series score of 100. So guys, we're going into the next one. If you want to join in the next race, want to see yourself, start joining the servers now, because when I'm in here, going down, then this 2 out of 9 server I can see here in the middle is the server we're going to watch and we're going to see. And while we're waiting in here, if you have any questions in the chat for the upcoming qualifications for the World Cup Championship, how it's running, how the special events is coming in, what might happen and how we see it develops, please write us in the chat. We are here, we have a lot of knowledge, and we have direct contact with many of the parties in this game, both Virtual Regatta and World Sailing, and also some of the special events. So we know a little bit about what's happening. This morning I also said in the stream that another special event that might come up, we are not sure, we haven't heard any official press release, is America's Cup. So an AC75 might be joining in this race as a special event. And that could be very, very cool, as is very cool for the game, because then CLDP and America's Cup is part of VR, Virtual Regatta Inshore. That couldn't be bigger for the game. See here, a lot of servers coming up, But we promise we're going to take this 9 out of 9 server in the middle. So we're going to watch that. It's creating now. And what will happen if America's Cup is coming in? I just have to say that it will be a special event, and these special events coming up will go in and attract a lot of new players, but also give a new dimension to the game. And remember, special events is counting double. And when a special event is counting double, it's coming in there. So let's see, here it's coming up. These are the boats we're going to see in this race. So next race coming up, we're going to have some fun with them. Let's see, we have from Portugal, we have Bananonico, or Banan. If I'm taking it Danish, it's a banane. But then we have a Spanish player, it's Navartido. Then we have Hopi, he's 17, he's from the Netherlands. Then we have a Spanish boat with us. And if this is just he's not a visitor boat, it's actually a registered boat name. A boat from Great Britain. We have Mats Lugin, he's from France, and GP Doc from Great Britain. 14 seconds to start, and let's get ready to rumble. There is the start. No false start, but a penalty to the Spanish boat, 9839. He got a penalty there. Then we have Hoppy. He's in second at the moment, and he's coming in there. Let's see how they're spreading up. The British boat going in towards the middle, trying to find some wind, trying to do a great job. And right now, see again the wind intelligence up in the top left corner. The wind is going from right towards left, or as some of the players are saying to Thomas, it's just coming from right hand side. Yeah, it is. It's coming from right hand side. This means if you like math, here is going to the right hand side, and you turn your boat and the wind is not shifting, he will sail the shortest distance in a few seconds when he's tacking in towards the top mark. But right now there is a wind shift, so the boats in the middle might be doing the shortest distance. See Navartido, right now he's in the lead according to the server, but when he comes to the left hand side, he will get the wind against him. See, he's also tacking up towards the middle now. That's a good decision. The same thing with GP Doc. They are going to battling a little bit out. GP Doc throwing dirty air on Navartido. And this is all about reading these wind intelligence. And if you really want to watch a player that knows a lot about it, then you need to watch Serie. He's one of the guys that we really know. He's also in the lead of this challenge. They really know how to do the wind intelligence. And normally when he plays, one of the only helps he has is wind intelligence in the top left corner. Rest of it he doesn't need. He doesn't even need best VMG. That's how good he is. Here they're rounding the mark. The Portuguese boat in third. The British boat dropped to fourth. As we said, he did a wrong strategy with the wind intelligence. And GP Doc, the other British boat, in the lead and battling out with the Spanish boat Navartido. Navartido, he's according to survey, he's 14 meters behind. He's going to the right hand side, and let's see if you watch the radar up there, he's actually in the side where the wind is. It's very dark, so 17.6, and CTP Doc, he only has 15.6. Again, it's all about wind intelligence. And see now the Spanish boat coming in the lead, and he's really coming in the lead. He's winning momentum. He's winning, I think, around 30 meters in this downwind race. And it also means we get a new second place. This Bananonico, he is coming in second place now. And GP, the other British boat hitting that mark. Didn't control it. And right now it looks like GP Doc, he's in second, but he's very close, followed by Banan over in the opposite side. And what to do when the wind intelligence is doing like this. This is the trick to both to calculate, but also taking a chance what to do. Let's see it from here. Are we going to the right hand side like Math and GP Doc is doing? Are we going towards the middle like Navartido is doing? Or are we going to the left hand side like boat 9-8 is doing? It's a long upwind race. This means that in the 49er there's a fast boat. You can win a lot of speed in it. And it looks like they're not capturing the wind the best, because we know, because we are studying it, 11.7, then you have the optimal best VMG race upwind, and right now they're only hitting around 11 knots. See here, Navitido, he's 10.9, so the wind is making a little bit fun with them, but there's also been an update in the games in last. But it looks like it's going to be a Spanish victory in this race if he's not doing the same mistake downwind, so it's still open. So Navitido coming first around the mark, GP Doc second, Bananonico third, and then the British boat JNH coming in fourth. Rest of the fleet coming in last. But let's see what happens. They are coming like pearls on a string, and it looks like Navitido, let's see it from here. According to survey, it's 58 meters, but according to what I'm seeing here, it's more around 30 meters. He is in the lead, but let's see how this will go. We have a small battle for third and fourth here. Bananonico, he's captured in the fourth in wind shadow by the British boat. And let's see here. See, it's not 38 meters. We know the wind shadow of this boat is 23 meters long. And right now the Spanish boat is captured by the British boat. It's going to be a battle for the victory, but the Spanish boat doing well, jibing away from the British boat. But now the British boat coming starboard tack. He will try to attack the Spanish boat, but oh, it's a Spanish victory. The British boat just got second, and behind them the British boat are winning, getting third, and the Portuguese boat getting fourth. And here behind, Hobby 17, boat 9-8, and boat 3-9 coming in, and then we have Math coming in last position. So win for Spain, second to GP Doc, third to GP Great Britain, JNH, and Portuguese boat in fourth. We have Hobby, he's from the Netherlands in fifth, Spanish boat in sixth, and Math coming in seventh. Guys, we'll take a small break because in studio we'll have a guest in a few sec. So please stay tuned. We're just going to invite him in and make sure everything works. It's all the way from the US. We're going to welcome Wind Whisper Norman in a few sec. So please stay tuned. Hi, you're watching Esailing TV. Hope you like what we're doing. If you want to see more, please follow us on the social medias. Go on Facebook, write Esailing TV. Then you come into our fan page. If you follow us, subscribe or like us, then you can see our live shows and get a notification of it. But there's an 8 seconds delay on Facebook. You can also see when we're doing highlights. We'll pop them up there, and small news with pictures. You can like, share with your friends what we're doing, share your interest. Hope you will join in. But if you're more the video type, then go to YouTube. Esailing TV channel here has a live feed also. There's a 6 seconds delay, but it's fantastic on YouTube. All our videos is saved forever, so you can see what we've been doing the last year, also the highlights. Example, here's Norman and I having fun with the chat, getting questions from the chat, and it was so fun. But if you want to see the live shows straight away without any delays, then go on the Gamers Universe, Twitch TV, write Esailing TV. There's a 2 seconds delay. So in here, it's if you want to see the shows live. All live shows will be deleted after 14 days. But you can do your own highlights, clip it out, and it will be saved forever. And then some of you said, hey, Twitter. Yeah, we are on Twitter. Go on Twitter, write Esailing TV. We're also doing live shows on Twitter. But again, there's an 8 seconds delay on the live shows. But you can see some tweets when we're out traveling. You can get direct notifications when we're doing activities. In here, we are doing a lot of pop-up news, but we are having a lot of fun. You can share and like what we're doing. And of course, Instagram is also there. But Instagram, we're not doing any live shows on. We're only doing pop-up news. So here you can see what we're doing of crazy things. And trust me, we'll be better to do a lot of more crazy things in here. Example, we met L1's nail shop in Liverpool. or the highlights show from the World Championship. We also informed about it here. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing in Esailing TV. See you on the servers. And welcome back in studio, everybody. A small break has just occurred because in studio together with me, let's invite in Norman, Wind Whisperer, sitting in Sarasota, Florida. And what a fantastic background you have there, Norman.
I think we've done some studio upgrades in the house, and thanks to you, Thomas, making this all possible. Yes, we are here in Florida, and in our lovely studio, 70 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit outside, which kind of like 20 degrees. And I'm enjoying kind of like the weather you see on my back behind screen.
Hey.
We have it outside.
Yeah, but we're having a little bit more cold here in Denmark. It's raining and it's 7 degrees. But welcome in studio. It's a pleasure to have you here. Norman, World Championship Series is up. I know you're going to try to play for it. Are you going to qualify to the top 1,000 this year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I did last year. I ended up in the last playoffs. I ended up 62nd. In the playoffs, I ended up 62nd, which wasn't bad. Hey, 62nd was a good playoffs. Didn't make it to the top 8, but under the top 100, I take it any day.
Yeah, cool. Norman, we will go in and commentate some races in this playoff while we're speaking about it, and a new race just come up. So let's jump into it. Here we have it. New players coming in, and see how many new names, Norman, there are in this fantastic game. Here we have for Canada, we have Swift Tap, then we have Trooper, he's from Topper, he's from Great Britain, APC from Denmark, and see, there's almost a Dane in every server at the moment, Norman.
I've noticed that the Danish are coming up strong, as you predicted it a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
So congratulations to your country, really getting involved in e-sailing and virtual regatta. That's fantastic news.
Yeah, and then Magyit, he's from France. We have Credo from Portugal. And where he's from? I can't see the flag. It's a little bit away from me. But he's also coming in. Said coming in Ibonu. But let's hear. Here's the start. A false start for Tuber. A false start for Switch Tap. This means that Credo and the Dane APC are in the lead. And the Danes are winning, Norman. I love it. I really love to see this race, especially when the Danes are winning. But
right, and but the winning is one thing. But the new wind dynamics that they just implemented are so tricky. You really have to read those wind angles on top, the 3 windsocks, like a hawk. You have to watch it, see what it does, and predict and follow the right moves, boy, because I just did 6 races and I was like, holy moly, those are some new wind angles we have to watch. So APEC has done a fine job right now, leading quite a bit already, so he's in the lead. And if you are in the lead in this game and watch the windsocks and predict it right, I think you have all chances to win this race for sure.
Yeah. But it's cool how to see what there happened in the game. And we can also see, normally we can say at this moment, okay, APC is winning. But because of the new windsocks and the new wind intelligence, we cannot say he has been winning this game. Credo in second, Said in third, but APC, he's doing a great job. I have to say it. I'm really pleased to see a Dane doing such a fine job. But also, a lot of these players, it's the first time we see these names. So we don't know how they are when they're meeting the top players.
No, we don't at all. And if you look at the server, I mean, we have 20, 30, 40 servers running simultaneous right now. That is 40 times. That's 350 sailors sailing the World Championship right now as we speak. And that is very impressive. And all the servers are mostly 8 or 9, even though this one's only 5 left. So 4 of them dropped already out from the beginning. That's nice. But Credo in second here, nice job. And then Roncho and the other one trying to battle each other.
Yeah. Said Ibno Iharinta is coming in there in third. But again, this is for the World Championship. So let's follow the leading boat, see what happens. And right now we can see they're following each other as pearls like a stream. We can see Roger with a penalty. So those two are battling it for first and second, and these two are battling for third and fourth. So not much excitement in this race. So let's talk about these wind shifters coming in, Norman. Now you're playing the game much more than I am, because I'm using all my time of commentating and you're using all your time of playing. This is the good mix here in studio and commentating.
I'm doing both. I'm commentating in Channel 2, my friend. I'm hosting my own channel as well as VRI, and I'm playing. So a lot of time invested in all the areas. All of the above, please.
Yeah. So there we see APC lost of a few meters here to Credo. And we can see Credo, he's actually winning in APC. We can't trust the meters in down left corner, because there's something wrong with the new upgrade there. So it will come, but it looks like with the bare eye here, there's around 20 meters in between these two boats. So APC lost around 12 meters downwind in that rounding.
Yeah, I mean, choosing the right angle, the right gate, which is still to this day even almost like a guessing game on my end. It's really hard to judge sometimes which is the better gate to take. But if you take the right gate, it gains you probably 15 to 20 meters in average.
But let's see what happens when he tacks up towards the top mark. APC from Denmark. He's under pressure. And I have to say, when we're going close to him, it's going to be a close call with Credo. Nah, not that close anyhow.
He's on the right angle now. He's going up to the ley line, to the top mark. He's fine. He's in a really sweet spot. If he doesn't mess up or get a disconnect, APC will take this race home. He probably can do a 360 if he wanted to and really get it interesting. But I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to try to take this boat home. APC in the lead for sure, and Credo in second. Also, there's no way of taking the second space away. Again, the battle is really between third and fourth, and yet there are 30 meters in between. So this race is basically decided. Take it home, folks. That's it. Yeah. And the win thing in this game is new and it's erratic. And I have a feeling the reason why they've done that is so you will definitely purchase the wind help, and you have a better chance of understanding this race. If you're digging around without the help, you get lost quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, but again, we're seeing a visit like Serie, this young French guy. He has been playing the last regattas we're following him without any helps at all, and still coming in second and third overall score.
Right.
How he's doing?
That is a good question. I think he has a gamer mind and a gamer mentality that he just knows how to take this game, and he figured it out. I mean, everybody else is always puzzled by that, but he knows the rules. He knows how to race, and he seems to understand the dynamics of this game. Yeah. And APAC now coming in sweetly, still with 62 meters in advance. Well done, APC Denmark. Credo in third. Credo third and second. Also with and then Said coming in third.
But he's way ahead. There's so much in between these players here. And this is what we are going to see here in the start of the playoffs. We're going to see all you guys out there watching Esailing TV playing the game, coming in, trying to do your best. But we can really see when we are hitting a top player or when we are hitting players that's all new and trying to do their best. But we know this will develop by this year, especially when there's a World Championship coming up. So a win for Denmark, a second for Portugal, a third for Seed. I need to learn where that flag is from. Red with a golden star in the middle. I can't remember it all the flags. Then we have.
If I may say, if you go into Said's profile, it tells you where it comes from.
Okay, then let's go in and find his profile later on. Magid, he's from France. Roncho from France in fifth. And then we have a lot of people losing connection or just dropping out because they had a bad start. But guys, when you're doing that, then you're getting 0 points in your best series score. So it will really ruin your best series score. And then you have to start all over. And if you need to start all over, when you're doing a best series score maybe of 11, then it's very crazy. Trust me, I am having a lot of guys playing this game saying to me, oh, I got 0 points and now I have to start all over and play for 1.5 hours to get a best series score. So
interesting. I plugged in Said into the server trying to find him and he doesn't show up. So
maybe the server is a little bit busy because see how many online now. 533 players online on the same time playing this game right now. The World Championship has come into the start. We will take the next one out of 9 servers. So join now, guys. Just to be fair and square, let's see it here. There's no 1 out of 9 server. So the next server coming up, we will take. So join now if you want to see yourself.
So Said comes from Morocco, by the way.
Oh, Morocco. Yeah, that's Morocco. That's right. That's why I've been seeing that flag so many times before. And when I said, guys, come on in if you want to see yourself, poof, the server exploded. So 6 out of 9 already, 9 out of 9. Poof. It took under 5 seconds to fill up that server. So guys, thank you for watching Esailing TV. Norman, what do you think about these rumors about AC 75 America's Cup coming in? We have been seeing a Facebook hit from one of the guys, saw from boat Düsseldorf, that they were testing the boat in virtual regatta inshore.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, watch out, guys. This is a monohull with foils. This is the America's Cup leading edge boats. That's compared to the Sail GP. This is the best of the best monohulls in the world. And if they become part of this virtual regatta, watch out, guys. You have to learn a new technique how to sail that boat. Fantastic idea, I think. If that's happening, good job.
And let's go into the next server. It's coming in, but again, I also have to say, good job by SailGP. A fantastic boat. I love the EF50, and I love what SailGP are doing for the sailing sport in total. So let's have a small introduction. Some Americans here at Norman. They need to join your club. I can't see that.
That's such a difficult name. I tried pronouncing it. Forget it. I can't.
So Stu98 coming in. We'll just call him Serie. And then we have Le Macron from France. Anton, he's from Croatia. In New Zealand, the boat 737. Rux from he's from Reich. He's from Germany. We have Ganga from Italy. Arcade Sail, he's from France, and Riot from Sweden. So let's see here to start. Going in 1 second, no false start, but 3 slow start. So a good start for who's in the lead here at the moment.
Well, if you look at the positioning right now, the American boat who's second place. Oops, now I can see it that way. He's in a really good position. He's in the middle of the field and ahead of everyone. So no wind shadow whatsoever. He is in the lead. If anybody tacks over from the beat boats below him right now, he's going to be on starboard. He's going to be in advantage. Super good position. We're looking at the windsops on top. The wind is in there, all their favors right now. And the left windsock is to the left, from left to right. So as soon as he tacks over, when he's near the ley line, I think he's going to be in a very good position. I wouldn't change a thing right now. Stay on this course and be happy.
And there we see a penalty to Arkansas. He just did what you told. I know, huge wind shift at the same time. He just tacked in front of one of the other boats. And did you see that wind shift? See the ley line? It moved 20 meters into...
It's going to change again right there. Boom, there it is. There's to change again.
So the American boat, the Swedish boat, so close to each other. And one thing that's also quite interesting here, rumors are saying that the Swedish Federation might join in full scale as the Danish Federation is doing in virtual regatta inshore. So let's see, Sweden is also a gamer country. Then the Swedes might also come in and dominate. So go Scandinavia.
Well, the Nordic countries are definitely taken on, and they are known for being water people, meaning they love the water, love to sail, they love the gaming. So what other thing to do to join that and just kick some booty? And look at these two top boats on the left and right, Ryak, or whatever his name is, Ryak the German. They stayed way over the ley line because the wind shifted in their favors. So you also have to learn how to do that, meaning by these big wind shifts, you want to make sure that you do not sail way above it and distance. New Zealand's got a penalty on that one?
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit, how did he get that one? It was the Swedish boat sailing into him.
He was on port, and what he was he in the zone first or something? What did I miss?
No. The Swedish came from behind and below, and handled out that penalty to the boat from New Zealand, and it really looks crazy in this case. But let's say we'll see it again later. I know all of us will go in and watch it afterwards. But it's the American boat in the lead. Let's try to say his name. Serie
After being fit.
being less fisse. I think it's something really bad in a language we are not going to say. So just let us call him Ace or Ace. Then it's going that way. But right now the battle for the second is now in between Sweden and New Zealand, and the Swedish boat lost that huge momentum because of his entry to the top mark, where he actually came below it and need to tack 2 times. Interesting choice in going to the opposite side than the boat from New Zealand. And in this boat type, Norman, it costs a lot of speed and distance to choose the wrong side to go to.
Yes. But then again, sometimes when you choose the left gate, like Raya just did, it might come in favor. But if I look at the course right now and the winds and the windsocks, I think the left side was the New Zealand choice was the right. But look at that, Raya now in the lead before the New Zealander and gaining 20 meters. But as soon as he tacks over, it all changes again, because then he's going to be at the wind advantage. It's a very iffy and ask a seer. I think he might be able to give you a better answer.
But it's interesting to see these 3 boats are in the lead, but see how long distance they are in between them. This also means, as I told in the start of this shows, we experience a lot of new players we haven't seen before in the servers coming in, trying their best to go into the World Championship. And the Swedish boat will drop to 3rd now, but this American boat, way ahead. It looks like it's an SEO racing some of you other guys. And the reason why we are saying SEO all the time is one of the few boats, together with Village 7-1, that has been winning with more than 100 meters in against other top 100 players.
Right. I've seen Acer, this guy right here, the American, many times. I've been watching him because of the American server that I've been holding and hosting. And I've tried to contact him. He's not responding. I would like to have him, if he's a true American, in our team, because he is an excellent sailor. I've seen him in challenges and being in the top 10, top 20 all the time. So he's a good racer, as he proves himself right now. We have the other boats coming here through it. Riot. We have Roy, ROYC, the German, Arca Sail in 5th, La Macron in 6th, Stu 98, the American in 7th, and Antti 8181, the Croatians in 70 that switched positions between America and Croatia. But nevertheless, the American white boat, number 1. Here's a nice battle right there. Seen the action. Throwing some dirty air on ROYC. And and there's another boat on there to the right, which is the that one coming over right now. That's a German right now. I apologize. Comment penalty. Boom. He drove into it. He didn't scoop away.
And this is the difference between starboard and port side tack here, and have the right of ways and everything. And what we just see here, maybe the German is not a sailor, because if he was a sailor, he knew that there he will get a penalty. This game is following the rules.
ROYC stands probably for some sort of yacht club of some sort. He probably knows it. Which you forget when you're downwind, you're still. This is the blue boat right now is on starboard, so he is an advantage right there. And so it's hard to sometimes understand because you get dyslexic or something like this. Here we go. There's the green boat, Le Macron, ROYC in 6th. And then the other 2 boats are still trailing far, far, far behind. Thomas well won. Good race. Yeah.
A good race by this American skipper, winning with 27 seconds in the lead. So maybe we need to keep an eye on him. And in a few seconds, we will show you a little trick where we can keep an eye on how players are doing. So we will just go in and watch this Serie being less fesses. Fantastic name. Let's call him Acer. Here in the lead. NZL in 2nd, Riot from Sweden in 3rd. And this guy, when he's called himself Riot, then he might be playing a lot of computer, because Riot games and a lot of things are coming in there. And Sweden is known as a gaming country. And guys, let me just do a small tutorial, because if you really want to sneak peek how the players are doing and how consistent they are, we can go in and find their user. But we can also, in the scoreboard here, let's see if we can find him here in the top, if he has been doing a lot of races. Again, see how many Danes there are there. Felix Superman, 20 races already to do a best series score. So, and with that score there, average score, he's been doing more than 20 races to come in the top. So a lot of things is happening. No, he's not in top 50. There you, Wind Whisperer. So
I'm there, 93rd. No,
okay, then let's press on you. See here.
Okay.
Then I press on Wind Whisperer's name. Then I can see how he has been doing and everything here in the different races, how consistent you are. It's not the best average score you've been having here, the latest 64, 63.4 ranking. No, I'm just making fun. But in here you can actually see how the guy is performing. But right now you can't use these green channels to anything. And the reason why you can't use them to anything is because they're just for fun. But when the blue ones are coming up, it really means a lot of things. So we can see much more about it.
So, Thomas, if you look to the top right, it says Esailing World Championship,
Yeah.
the blue spot on top. I think after the first challenge, that's where you will see my scoring, and as well, if your own scoring, wherever you are, it will pop up right there, and it will tell you in what position you're in. So that's where you're going to read your positioning on your own position. So, but anyway, I've done 6 races, and I'm in 93rd with 70 points. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I might do a couple of more. I have 3 firsts, a third, and a fifth, I believe. I'll look up my screen. You can probably pop it up if you like, but it's a third, a first, a fourth, a first, a third, a first.
Try to pop it in, Norman, because there we go. Because we can see Norman's screen there. You can see here. This is the trick. We can capture what we want. If we're watching Norman's screen here, then you can see under your own name. You can see, and this is you can also see it's inside the menu with the double sales. Then you can see how your races have been doing, and you can see Norman's best series score is calculated by 100 plus 51 plus 100 plus 34 plus 100 plus 51. So we can see Norman, he started with a 3rd place, then he got a win, 4th place, a win, a 3rd place, and a win. The best 5 races in a row, that's from race number 2 to race number 6, are plotted together and divided with 5 because it's minimum 5 races. And then you get his best series score, as he has here, 77. So this is how it's going. But let's just see here on the list here. Epicure, part of World Championship 2018. Been doing 10 races and not been doing a best series score of 100. Johannes Barnsen, he's from Germany. He's from Kiel. He's the winner of the German league last year. After 6 races, he hasn't been doing a best series score of 100. Sim Gusen, we see him in the Turkish league. Pesto, we see him in we're seeing him in VRI Online Sailing Club and the Spanish league. So some of these top players here, Captain Caveman, they're not hitting Pepe from Italy. He's the guy in charge of all e-sailing activity in the region of Puglia in South Italy. So Kashiaka Clark 1 to 3, starting winning the Danish league and on the top Danish team. After 6 races, he only had 63. So I had to say, guys, it's still pretty hard to do these results. So it's not coming in there and just sleep into it. We will.
If you look at these names that are on those lists that you just showed, they are all known players. Most of them, I would say 90% of those players are very much known to me. So, and if you pay attention to these races, then you see these names around for sure.
So let's go into it. We're going to take the next race. And to be fair, we're taking this 5 out of 9 to creating it because we know you guys are following on us on the Esailing TV channels. If you're writing us in the chat and sitting on VRI's Facebook page or the Italian Facebook page, Esailing Italy's Facebook page, or the Danish Esailing's Facebook page, then you can't write direct to us. You need to be on Esailing TV's landing platforms to do it, and to be sure you're on that, go to our homepage. It's been upgraded, esailing.tv, and then you can see all our platforms in one time. So we are taking this now out of 9. There is in the middle. We're just waiting it to start, Norman. So let's see who's in that race. And this is going to be the last race of tonight in random races, because after that we will go into the VRI Online Sailing Club. Starts here at 2200 hours Paris time. And
right, I'm not joining it either. I could have joined it, but it's like, nah, I want to be with you, Thomas.
Nice to hear. Nice to hear. It's always a pleasure to have guests in the studio and co-commentators that actually know what they're speaking about. Because, somebody is making a little bit fun with me. But let's see in here. New names again. All new names coming up. We have seen Fat Boy before because that's a name you can't forget.
Fat Dennis, but Fat Boy, I don't know. Okay, I've never seen these guys. So we have Gigi Fra, we have Gargavar, we have Onukuks, Turkish Fat Boy from England, Albondija from America, Fromage from France. We have Franconi, the Swiss guy. We have Jelly Bruns from Holland, and Bogs from America.
Yeah, and see how many American players there actually are, Norman. Maybe
I'm telling you, those Americans coming like the Danish. Just wait for the American Federation to join if that happens.
But Norman, we are only 5.6 million Danes. So
I know.
If you've seen the Danes dominating the server, then I just have to say, you guys, if you're joining it, you can do it much better than us. But let's see. Here's the start.
Nice start.
Yeah, but really bad start for Fat Boy Gargavar.
Bogs, he did like a pro start right there. Super sweet. I don't know who this guy is, but he seems to know what he's doing. Bogs. All right, let's watch out for that name. Fromage in second, and Franconi, the Swiss guy in third. Onurkok, the Turkish, in fourth. So all pretty good positions right here. Yeah. Looking at the Windsocks, they're all looking pretty good. This is going to be in a close race. It's not such a giveaway like the other races were. No. Nice.
And welcome in the chat to Captain Caveman. We've just been speaking about you, Caveman, how you're not doing a best CO score of 100 today. So lovely to see you online to do more races. Remember, it's all about the points if you want to be in top 1,000. Bergs, he's now in second. Fromage. Also, is that a cheese, as I remember? Fromage or fromage? No, it's a
fromage is cheese. Yeah, that's the real cheese.
Yeah, that's the real cheese coming in here. He is in the lead, and then we have Franconi, like a gangster mob from Switzerland in the first, and he could also be Italian Switzerland because they are in the borders in between each other. So let's see how they do. Yeah.
Nice. But again, those three right there, Bogey's 30 meters behind. I kind of lost a little track, so he's in the middle of the track rather than being up front.
Yeah.
But those two, Franconi and Fromage, the two FR, going to have a little battle right here coming up to the lane. So Franconi gave him a bit space to. What happened? Did he
disconnecting. He lost connection. So
that is a bugger.
And maybe it's Franconi, the gangster himself, throwing an IP nuke as in old days, find the IP address of the guy, and then killed him so he was sure of being the lead.
Nah, you can't do that.
You actually can if you know how to do. Then we have the Americans in second, third, and a French guy coming in fourth.
Gigi Fra.
See what happened there. Franconi, he did something wrong, lost momentum.
I think he maybe have dropped his spinnaker and dropped his. I don't know. That was weird, no?
Yeah.
Some glitches happening here, folks. We've been reporting these in the servers that sometimes people jump. I don't know, like warping jump. I don't know why, but it seems to happen. And this was one of them. Franconi now in second, but Boggs back in the lead. Congratulations, the American. And the third American, Albodiga, is nicely following. This is really an intense race. I like it. Coming down to the second, to the first bottom.
And see here, Franconi, he's really losing momentum. He's not capturing the win at all. So right now, the two Americans is taking over. There will be a penalty.
Penalty.
Panic.
That's what you don't do. Ouch.
Panic. I don't know what to do. Let's sail into the other boat. No. I would go straight into the other boat and also hit the mark. so that's
not how we do that. Look at this difference. Oh my goodness. So Franconi back in the lead. Now we have the Gargav, wherever he is from, totally took over second, and the Americans.
He's from Slovenia, actually. So the Slovenian boat now in second. So welcome.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So very, very nice. And as Caveman is writing in the chat, wind is crazy. Need to get accustomed to the new change. Yeah, guys, this is what we have been searching for a long time. That the wind is shifting all the time and making it as crazy as real sailing, where you really need to see what happens and actually do your race after the wins and not just do the race after the algorithm. So nice job by Virtua Regatta in shore here. Falcone, the gangster in the lead box, he's coming in second, but he's coming in starboard tack. Let's see. Oh, penalty
to him. Oh my, Boaks is back in the lead.
Yeah.
I love it. That is great.
I just say, if there was a Dane here in the server, he had killed all of them.
Well, I'm glad it's an American thing. Oh, penalty to Gigi Fra, giving to the Albudina, another American back in the lead. This is fantastic, guys. Oh my goodness. Way to race. This is fun to watch and actually to observe because it's not a boring race. This is great. I mean, lead changes coming after another. That is the way it races.
And see,
awesome.
They're slowing down. Somehow he's losing speed, this American guy. And also Fat Boy and the Slovenian boat, Gagavar, losing. What's happening here with the wind?
There was a wind shift, a massive wind shift, and everybody's just sweeping around the mark now. Massive wind shift. Oh my goodness.
Super
and that's
job
at the
here.
gate. Wow.
And Fat Boy giving a penalty to the Slovenian boat. This means there is 4 boats in the lead we are following at the moment. It's Boaks in the lead, second place to Albon Digar, and then we have Franconi in third, Fat Boy in fourth. So maybe you should invite these guys into the American club. And to all of you watching Esailing TV tonight, if you want to be in a national club, the Italians, the Turks, the Americans, the Spanish are having, and the Danes are having national clubs where the national players are meeting up, doing practicing together, and they're also doing national team races we are seeing as the latest update. Boaks in the lead. Albon Digar, he's in second. Franconi in third. Fat Boy in fourth. And this is how the standing will be in end of this race. And when we're seeing from behind, Gigi France coming in, Gagavar from Slovenia, Jelly Burns, and we have the Turkish boat Unukor coming in last.
I just got a chat request in the VR game directly in New Zealand 737, who we commentated earlier. He actually asked me, like, any idea what that Swedish dude could penalize me? Yeah. And I said, we were questioning it too. So we don't have the answer, but here's the results. Nice Americans, 2 of them. I'm going to look them up. And well done, guys.
And just write us, guys, in the chat. You can actually see this program at the same time with 2 to 3 seconds delay on YouTube and Twitch on our channel. Go to esailing.tv. Esailing.tv. Yeah, we have esailing.tv. And then you actually can see all the channels. You can also see when we're live. And you can chat directly with us and ask the questions. But you're also welcome to write us in the VRE chat. But it's not always we're seeing it there. So congratulations to the 2 Americans, and unlucky from Franconi for getting third because of the battle with Boaks. Guys,
I'm looking. If you want to, I can show you Boggs. If you click on it, and you see what happens. This is his stats right here.
We can't see it normally because I'm zoomed in a little bit here instead of. So I will need to find it here. But it looks like he has not been sailing that much since he was sailing. He's all new in the game. But we are getting ready for the next race. We're getting into the VRE online sailing club race. They are starting a club regatta in the custom race. This is why I'm just watching over here. They're going to start it here in a few secs. See, there it is. Race number 1 coming up in a few secs. We'll just go into sail ranks to see if it's in there today. Monday Club Regatta. They haven't upgraded it yet. Lucas Moore is having a little bit busy time tonight. He's going to be the race officer. But it's 20 skippers. We'll just do a small presentation of them. Norman and I know all of these skippers quite well. Lucas Moore from Denmark organizing it. Empower from New Zealand. He's actually sitting in America. Captain Caveman we just spoke with. Jose from Spain. 18414 from America. KM6 from Turkey. Azir from France. The guy we're speaking a lot about. Maradoni, Great Britain. SNPJ Luca, 3rd place in the World Championship. Bandito from Spain. Valentin Lisa, oh, come on, guys. Valentin, oh, what's doing it? It's making fun with me. Valentin Lisa, he's from France. Duchon from France. Vatassani, France. And Wolke from Great Britain.
Look at the downwind start, guys. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. Serie, where is he hiding up? He's in the
No, he's right there, center stage.
Yeah. So here we see, guys, this is some of the top 100 players in the world playing right now. Serie is in the lead. He's the vice champion World Championship 2019 Bermuda. Then we have SNP Luca that's in third, the young Italian, the young magician from Trieste, the E-settings Harry Potter in there. But see, 2 Danes today. Olisa, that's the first time I'm seeing that, and Lucas Moore also. But I just have to say, these guys know something about it. Valentin Lisa, 5th place in the French Championship. Maradoni is currently in position 12. We can see where he's hiding there. He is the British champion 2019.
Yeah, take a look at the American 18.4.14. He has been racing always under the top 5 lately. So he has a huge chance of winning this regatta today, as well as winning the overall. I like him a lot. He is a really strong racer. In our club regatta last night, he smoked us all. He got out of 7 races, he got 6 first and 1 second. And I was the one who got him the first, he got it the second. Super fast guy.
Let's see what happens. It's very close battles we're seeing here. They can't just tack up. See, 3 boats. Luca losing that battle there to 18414 and Dushishong. And KM6 in the lead at the moment from Turkey. We haven't seen much to him. And I'm just seeing that Caveman is writing us in the chat. I got disconnected. But he's also sitting all the way in the opposite side of the world. He's sitting in a small island. I can't remember what's called that island. The
Dominican Republic.
The Dominican Republic, yeah. He's sitting there. Serie in second. KM6 in third. But it will be Serie in first when they're rounding that mark up there. There's no doubt of that. See Bandito crossing in. Going in front of the American boat. The American boat under pressure by Lucas Moore not hitting it. So Lucas Moore coming back and getting a lot of wind shadow. The other Dane boat coming in. Olisa. And there we go in 5th. So
now we're going to see some action between Dujijon, Azir, and KM6. The top 3. Watch out. I think Azir are going to be ahead of KM6. Yep. And then Dujijon coming right behind it. Tough angle. Azir once again knew how to read this right and to get out of the wind shadow of any other boats, to be in the lead by 20 meters. And let's see how the downwind action is going to tell us a lot.
Yeah, and unforced penalty
again to SPJ. Look at it's the second one.
Yeah.
Jose got a penalty in the tail end. Bugger by Empower.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, SMPJ Luca got it as an unforced penalty. He hit the mark. So he must be very, very unsatisfied with his own performance here. But he's a young guy.
I don't know. I think he's very focused on helping the teams by doing all the sail rink things, and I think he's very focused there. And it takes away a bit from the quality of his sailing, which I understand. So, great racer, great team worker, great supporter of this game, and very occupied in too many places. Sounds like me. Okay. Thanks.
So. But the difference from him and you is he has been at the World Championship as the youngest player ever.
Right. Well, I was the only one watching it live.
Yeah. But here, see the battles. Olisa from Denmark battling Bandito. Serie battling KM6. Dushishong in the middle. What's happening here? No penalties.
Close call.
Yeah, it's very close, this race. As I said, there's a huge difference in between top 100 in the world and what we've just been seeing in the random races. And interesting, Bandito going the opposite way and doing a starboard tack where the others are going in a port side straight away. Interesting.
No, he did fine. He just tried to get some distance back because he did the right side. And really fine action. I mean, but no penalties except for SPJ Luca once again. But
he got his third penalty, so he's really unsatisfied. Let's see it from the chopper. This is a good overview to see what the fleet is doing. Olisa going close to the American boat, too polite from Ulisa. If Ulisa had kept the distance, the Danish boat in the starboard tack, the American boat will get a penalty. See, the American boat needs to go behind. So
he got duck under because he doesn't want to get out of the wind and he wants to stay where he's at. Maradoni right next to him in the blue boat. But again, Esailing and KM definitely leading, taking the lead, holding onto it. And then we have below it, we have Dudijon and Valentin Lisa, the two green boats, one right there and one in the back. This is going to be a boat, a Bandito. Bandito still in a very good position, and he's going to get the better wind once he's on tack or on starboard already. Close racing all around. This is not over until the fat lady sings, as I say. This is fun.
Yeah.
Ulisa holding his spot as well, being good.
But see, because of wind shift, Ulisa dropped from 3rd to 8th position because where the boat is placed, and suddenly the American boat 18414 did actually a counter-attack and pressure Ulisa away. Before it was Ulisa actually pressuring the American boat.
But if you look at Vatassani in the middle of the track and then above it, Dudijon and Bandito, they're having a very interesting battle up there because it is so tight. And it's getting only tighter because look at the angle that you're sailing into, the top mark and the ley lines. It's going to get tighter and tighter. And here you have to know what to do to stay out of it and stay above it. Serie still in the lead, quite clear. KM holding his space. Super sweet. Those two will definitely have a downwind fight. But look at the team behind it. The two blues and that one right there. That's just where the action happens.
Yeah. But the American boat coming in 3rd. Bandito 4th. Ulisa 5th. So, a penalty there made by Dudijon. It's because Ulisa actually did the maneuvering there, and that's why he got the penalty.
Another penalty to Osei and
Lucas Moore.
And there's the downwind action. You want to stay on that right now. You want doing that downwind thing to see if KM can catch our Serie or not. This is what we want to watch because those two will have a battle. KM is not letting go of him. 40 meters, 38, 40, 38. Tack over there. This means now our Series will lose some distance, 30 meters. And tack again, and he's staying on top of it. Okay, this is going to be the action, guys. I see it doesn't like that when you're on top of him, but he has to deal with it. 34 meters and 28, 24. This is going to be a close battle. Oh, you should have anticipated that, KM. That's the only.
But Esailing he's killing it. But again, see Esailing trying to lure KM 6 away, KM 6 following him, and the only thing Esailing needs to avoid is getting all the way to the ley line, because then he cannot jibe away. But it looks like Esailing.
He's doing it right now. He's going to get that game.
Man, it's because he is in the lead.
Oh, good call by KM though. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well done. So the American coming in 8-4-14 in third. Well done. We have Vatassani.
No, Bandito and Dudijon.
Yeah. And then we have Maradoni coming right there.
Yeah.
SMPJ Luca.
See, 3 penalties and not ending up last. Push. That's still great.
Well, pretty close. Look at the finish line coming and walking.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. So let's see what the scoreboard says about this. It's Esailing in the lead with a win. Nice job by him. KM 6, fantastic done by the Turk. Keeping 2nd. The American boat 18414 in 3rd. Bandito in 4th. Dudijon coming in 5th. Maradoni 6. Walkie in 7. Valentin Lisa 8. Vatassani 9th. Ulisa 10th. SNPJ Luca with 3 penalties 11. Jose 12. Lucas Moore 13. Empower 14. Caveman lost connection and crying in the chat. Is this normal that you guys over there closer to the heat and the sun and everything cry that much? No, I'm just making fun. The best start for 18414. Then we have Esailing. He sailed the shortest distance. That's why he was winning. And as we told earlier on today, watch that guy, what he's doing. He's really know how to read those wind intelligence. Learn from him. Jose and Lucas and SMPJ Luca both with 3 penalties coming in. So,
by the way, rather have tears my cheeks than ice cubes rolling down my belly.
Yeah. And I will be glad if you're putting your picture on again, Norman, while we're
What did I
doing
do?
commentary.
I'm sorry.
So
What did I do?
and we want
So
Norman
was
in
that-
studio. There we go. No, 2 sec. We will just put him in. There we have him. He's sitting there. Then while we have Norman there, let's see if the Sil rank has been upgraded. No, they are not used. There it's in. It's upgraded now. So guys, we'll just go into it. And Sil ranks. This is a fantastic program, Norman. Here we can actually control our regattas. We can manage them. We can put in score. We can set it up, and we can see they're doing a J70. They're doing a NACRA 17. They're doing a 49er. They're doing J70. They're doing a J70 and a NACRA and a middle race in a J70. And we can see new players coming in. Crucilator and Panadero joining in after this race. Willis the 7-1 might join in later, the world champ. And so we can really see what they're doing and how they're doing, who's in the race.
I could join too if I wanted to, but then I will lose the connection. That'd be a bummer.
Yeah, that would be a
There's
bummer.
only 18 racers, and usually we have 30 to 35 racers. But I guess due to the World Championship happening today, many people are holding on to their green points and not spending them all together, trying to get their first feet wet in the first regatta, which still lasts a few hours. We have another 13 and 3/4 of an hour left in the opening challenge, and so I think people are still trying to position themselves nicely.
Let's get ready for the next race. And guys, please write us in the chat if you have any questions or any comments for what's happening or why there was a penalty or what's happening in. We're going into a reach start, Norman, in the next race here. It's the NACRA 17 in a reach start. And I know you guys not always pleased about the reach start when it's coming in.
Oh, I love the reach start. It's one of the funnest and most exciting things. You can really gain a lot of distance with different techniques. So there's not just one way to start this. There's numerous ways if you understand the angle from the pin end to the first reach mark or from the committee boat with full sails up and sailing with high speeds, way faster than everyone else, but not having as much pressure because you are on the windward side and everybody else can luff you up and penalize you. So there's different strategies that can be used in this race. So more than one. I like that.
And we just got a question in the chat. What is this red area here? What
Thomas, please tell.
What the hell is that? People are writing, this is because they want to kill the downwind starts. So when it's fully upgraded, let's see the start, then we'll go into it again. Here is the start.
Speed.
It's not speed they're coming with. It's a Serie. He is getting speed. See that?
But look at the guy on the top, the white boat coming from the high speed. Look at that. That's Empower coming down, having all the space to the right so you can really well navigate around it. Boom.
Lucas Morris here. Penalty to Willis the 7-1, the world champ. Coming in there. Let's see from the chopper. See here how they are going to the left and right hand side. We get a penalty down here. We will get penalties at the bottom gate mark because these two first turns are really crucial for your race. Empower in second, Lucas Moore in third. Maradoni, Bandito, and 2 penalties, 3 penalties, 4 penalties. And Caveman cannot say this time it's because of his connection, because that was really bad sailing. Sorry, Caveman. But this is how it goes. Let's go to the chopper. And back to what this red area was. It's because they want to kill the downwind start, as we've been seeing a Serie doing a lot. So if you're in the future, when the upgrade is all done, they're still working on it, then if you're putting yourself in the red area within a minute before start, you will actually get a penalty. So you get a penalty to be on the wrong side of the starting line. So,
and you don't want that. No, you don't. No.
Let's see here. We have Valentin Lisa in second. We'll just go a little bit closer here. Valentin Lisa placing himself in a good position. Where is the Serie? He's coming there.
In second, and losing distance. So Valentin Lisa read the wind right, whereas Serie is, as well as Maradoni, not going to be as strong as they predicted. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Right here, Valentin Lisa is going to be smoking this gate right there. Boom, in front of everyone. Serie in second, Maradoni and Walkie in fourth, and Asa Pejaluka and coming behind Empower. So Valentin Lisa chooses the right gate and Serie the left gate. And Valentin Lisa chose right because he's gaining more distance even. Look at that, 36 meters ahead of Asir. That is fat. But we don't think we can trust that number. Still not. I think there's still a buck in the distance.
There are. But see here how they're coming in here. It's Valentin Lisa in the lead, Asir in second, Walkie in third. Way to go by Walkie. SMP Luca back where we normally see him in fourth. Empower fifth. Dushishong, Maradoni, Lucas Moore, Villas the 7-1. And now it's all about this rounding. There will be a penalty here. Walkie getting one.
Walkie get penalized. Wow.
And then
by SMPJ Luca.
Yeah, and
look at the nice sailing all around. I mean, boy, are these guys another penalty to 8-4-14. Bummer, but super well done. Panadero coming around last. Bill Steve is spectator. He is not racing.
No.
He's a new club member of the VRI, also in the Esailing USA server, and he's just spectating on the bottom.
Yeah.
Valentin Lisa still in the lead, and Asir following, now taking the lead.
He's actually attacking. Let's go close to that one. See, he's taking the lead there from Valentin Lisa. And he chose to go to the right-hand side of the gate where Valentin Lisa got to the left-hand side. And see, there's a huge difference in your choice. It can cost 12 to 20 meters in doing one wrong choice. And this time Asir will throw a lot of dirty on Valentin Lisa. So he needs to battle the other boats now. Way to go by Asir. Once again.
Always amazed how he squeezed out 20 meters in one leg. I mean, because both knew what they were doing, and Valentin Lisa is an excellent French sailor. So these two will definitely have a moment to contemplate this. His second bottom round. He's choosing again the left side. And the other the right side, and he's going to lose this time. Look at that, 80 meters.
A penalty to Maradoni. That will be a costly one. A slowdown here will cost around, and special downwind around 5 positions. See, dropping down.
Go to the top. SMPJ Luca and look at there we go. Look at this. Wow, 4 penalties below him, but Valentin Lisa is going to lose his first, going into third, and possibly losing a third by fourth by Empower, coming strong. To finish in third.
Empower third. So way to go. And see here, this is interesting. One penalty to Esai, one penalty to Walkie, penalty to 18414. This means Vatasani is the great winner, and Panadero sneaks in. We know he's known for sneaking in this Dutchman in literally turn. He sneaks in all the time. He came from last, ending up 13. So way to go by him again.
Look at that. Asir first, SMPJ Lucas second, Empower third, Valentin Lisa fourth, Dudiju in fifth, Ulisa sixth, Lucas Moore seventh, the Danish, Villas the 7-1, the world champion 8, Boat Maradoni in ninth, Bandido in 10th, KM 6th, in 11th, Vatasani 12th, Panadera coming from last into 13th, and the last freaking broad reach. 14th is Jose, 15th Captain Caveman, and 18th, 14th, 16th, and 17th is Walkie, another Brit. All right, that was a fun race, man.
Yeah, and see here, best start actually for Bandido, and sailed the short distance was SMPJ Luca. Most penalties 18414. That's why he's not doing it. But see this chart. They're switching positions all the time. Valentin Lisa fought his way up when they're rounding the first top mark. He was in the lead. And then he lost to Asir first, and then he lost at the reach mark, both to SNPJ Luca and Empower, not capturing the win. Very good there. So that really costed him. Ulisa also battling his way up, or her way up. I actually don't know who that is, but it's really way to go by this Danish skipper. So very cool, very cool. So.
Yeah, good race, fun race. I mean, this race, if you know what you're doing, it's a really fun race because of the high intensity speed going around the bottom gate, and then about the top reaching. It's just top gate. I'm sorry, really fun to watch. High intensity because it's super fast. So
and
nice to watch. Thank you for having that race in the game.
And let's see the score. Asir in the lead with 2 points. 2 wins, 2 points. Dushishong, or as I remember, Confluential wrote me, it's a Dudai Xiong, or Today.
We still don't know his name. We need to get him on the line, man.
We need to get it. 10 points. Valentin Lisa, 12 points. SNPJ look at 13 points. Vuk, 13 points. Oh, that's KM6. Bandito, he is 14. Maradoni, 15. Clark, 16. Empower, 17. 18414 coming in here. And new players joining in. So we are hitting now with Panadero coming in here. Caveman, Vidas 7-1 getting 8. And Caveman, I know I'm not allowed to make much fun with you, but he got one DNS and 8 points and still in front of you. So, but it's nice to have you in the chat, and it's nice to have you as a follower here in the program. Next race coming up is the 49er, Norman. And how is the 49er?
You know, I've come to love that boat. I've really gotten good at it, and I don't end up in last anymore. Even though if I start last, I seem to be always catching up. And the 49er is just a quick and fun boat, good downwind action. You have to know what you do. It's quick. It goes around like I don't know. It's like a drifting boat. It's really fun around the corners, and I dig it. I dig that boat. Funnest boat to race. Not the most technical boat, but the funnest boat to race.
And to take the question we got in the last race, did you see what happens when there was 1 minute left? The red zone appeared. Maybe instead of it turning red, maybe it should just be a white zone. It maybe look a little bit better for the game that it's white instead of red, but it's okay. We know we are not allowed to be in that zone 1 minute before the start of the race. Then you will
Could
get
it be
penalized.
that the blue and the red is kind of like the AC class, meaning the AC class colors? Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe. We can only guess. We're hearing rumors, and let's see how that will go. 22 seconds to start. Valentin Lisa, Villesem, one with a penalty. It doesn't matter anything, but all the boats are clustering up at the committee boat, Norman.
It's like a beehive around a sugar cube trying to get a best position. Lots of penalties prior, 5 seconds to go. And here we go. Some boats all the way to the left, and then boom.
Yeah. No
Well
false
done,
start.
SMPJ Luca.
Yeah, no false
Valentin
start.
Lisa, Empower, Arcier, Dutijou, walk. We can just watch this develop. But the top four right there, you pointed at it. KM6 is Havuk, chosen to go all the way to the right side. Let's see if it plays out for him. But we see again Empower nicely in the lead. Arcier, as always duking around the top five. Action! Look at this close action right there. Everybody, duck. Ugh. Squeeze that in. SMPJ Empower in right there. Empower in a powerful position, tacking over now, and having to tack again because otherwise he has to duck, and he is ducking. Okay. Arcier in fourth, not the best position, but watch out for him. This game is Velis is 71 coming up in the ranking there. And the rest of the guys, KM6 got a penalty somehow. Now Empower is in 14th, who was just in second. So Lisa, nice, your Danish guy in first right now, but it's going to change as soon as he starts tacking. There, Valentin Lisa back in the lead.
Let's
And
see.
this is a back and forth.
Let's see how it develops at the moment. SMPJ Luca in the lead here. The young magician and Asir, they're known to battling each other. They're both young. Asir, he's, as I remember, 20 years old. SMPJ Luca, 16 years old. One guy from Trieste, the other guy from Rennes. Valentin Lisa getting a penalty there. And let's go close here and see. This is a very close battle. Asir polite to SMPJ Luca there. SMPJ Luca attacking away. Maradoni getting in behind SMPJ Luca and gets a penalty by Dushishong, and it's Ulisa getting a penalty by Panadero. But let's see again the battles coming up. Asir Luca, it's Asir first, Luca second. Walkie might get third, but let's see what happens here. He's third, and another penalty to the
Lucas
Dane.
Moore. What?
He lost it there to Dushishong.
They were going up the same way, and he got penalized because he was on the port tack first, and then. So Asir once again in the lead. Oh! He's just proving everyone, don't mess with me, guys. I am the best, and I'm going to prove it to you all. Amazing to see. And none of these guys are slackers. They're all fantastic racers. So how he does it, it is beyond my understanding. Here's some good wind action. Lots of downwind, wind shadows. And the Captain Caveman giving nice in the 5th place right there. Let's see how maybe he gets some good points today. Havuk on his tail, though. Watch out, boy.
Yeah.
And
it's Walkie, it's Dushishong, it's Asir, and SMPJ Luca. Let's
watch this right there. It's going to be tight.
They're rounding. It looks like they're splitting up here. So now we can really see what's the difference. Sadly, there's something wrong with the distance calculator there. But it looks like Asir won lots of meters on that.
No, he was 28 meters behind. 20, so it's 4 meters he lost. That's all.
But still, 4 meters in the 49er against Asir. That's a loss. I have to say it.
That is 4 meters to Asir, and you have to find another way to get that back. Nobody knows how. But look at this now. Asir jacked over, and all of a sudden it's only 18 meters, 16 meters, and now it's extending again because they're separating. And all the other bows are racing their own race, trying to find meters somehow. But Asir seems to always find the center of this game and the best distance sails. Amazing. Walkie in 3rd, KM in 4th, came back. Captain Caveman still in 5th, now in 4th. So there's always a swapping back and forth. Everything is a bit more spread out, but as soon as we get to the top mark, the triangle squeezes you in, and we'll see some tight action again.
But see, from position 4 to position 8, it's all open. It's all open between them. So 5 boats actually there, battling for those positions. But in the lead, it is Asir, it is SNPJ Luca. And according to server, Luca actually caught up on Asir and won 20 meters back.
Yeah, see, as soon as they swap positions, look at this, watch. Here it might be, nope. And Havuk or Walkie coming in. Walkie's also an incredible racer. He's just showed up in the VRI, and boy, he has definitely put himself right there in the top. So
SMPJ Lucas second, Asir in the lead. And see, the Spinnaker is up quite early for the young magician. And see, Walkie, he's doing the same. He's learning by the youth here. Normally, we don't see the Spinnaker coming up here, but the youth players, they're really pushing it to the limit.
Well, if you look at the windsocks, in their favor, it's a long, broad reach, and it seems to be past 80 degrees. And once it's 80 degrees, you're able to look past 80 degrees, your Spinnaker is flying faster than you are with a jib.
So let's see what happens. The battle is up in the lead. We'll watch these boats. See, jibing and jibing and jibing. Walkie attacking SNPJ Luca. That's good news for Asir. So he can take the win. Havuk attacking Caveman. Caveman will attack Walkie in a few secs. See, he's coming over there. So, and Lucas Moore, Dushishong is also battling each other. And right now, Walkie is winning over SNPJ Luca, but Havuk, he's sneaking away all by himself there.
Penalty to Walkie! Oh, well done by SNPJ Luca to get that one down. And we'll watch what KM now coming in and possibly taking over 3rd.
Yeah, it may be 2nd. It's a very close one. Let's go here to the finish line. He will take 2nd, Norman.
Not over yet. No.
Oh, so close. Luca, we can't see that. It looks like it's the same time. They're coming in. And let's see from behind. Empower, Willis the 7 won the world champion, last position at the moment. Ulisse, the American boat, and Jose coming in here. So very, very close. Who got that 2nd position? SNPJ Luca or Havuk?
Havuk, wow.
1.0. He sneaks away. And this is what happens, guys, when you're battling it out. Then sometimes it's not always going into the battle. Find some win, going around the battle, let them battling it out, and then they might lose. In this case, Havuk won 3 positions on that. Congratulations. A win for Asir, 2nd to Havuk, 3rd to SNPJ Luca. Caveman, congratulations. You're back in it. Getting 4th. Dushijong, 5th. Lucas Moore, 6th. Bandido, 7. Panadero, 8. Maradoni, 9. Walkie, 10. Vatasani, 11. Valentin Lisa, 12. Ulisse, 13. 18414, 14. Jose, 15. Empower, 16. And Willis 7 won the world champ in last position. Asir, best start, best average speed, sailed the shortest distance. Not a surprise.
Right. Once again, I told you, he seems to be able to understand how to do that. And it's how do you explain that? I don't know. He just seems to know what to do.
But
It becomes natural to him. That's what it is. Natural.
See the number of penalties at the World Champ. 5 penalties in this race. That's why he was dropping down, ending up last. So not his race. Where did he start when he started this race? The World Champ started 9th and dropped. So let's go in and see the scoreboard. This means Serie winning 3 races out of 3 races, in the lead with 3 points. Havuk in 2nd place, Dujichon in 3rd place, both of them 15 points. Luca, if Havuk and Luca, that's they're battling it out right now at the moment, but both of them were at the World Championship. Then we have Bandito in 5th, Valentin Lisa 6th, Maradoni 7, Lucas Moore 8, Clark 1, 2, 3. That's Ulisse, that's Clark, and then Vatasani. This is why he's sailing that good. But remember, there will be a discard. Oh, the discard will first come after 6 races. So interesting what's going to happen.
Very interesting, right? Yeah.
Today they are playing under other names just to make fun with our commentators.
Well, maybe that, or I don't know. Maybe they keep in the green points for their main boat and using a secondary boat that is not being entered into the World Cup and use it for racing and practicing. I think that's how they're using that. For all you viewers, if you are having 2 boats, I would recommend you not entering with 2 boats in the World Championship because you can get easily disqualified that way. Done. So if you do have 2 boats, don't use it in the World Championship. Use one for practicing. Do not enter the World Cup, period.
And I have to say, if we experience that on Esailing TV and know it, we will commentate on it. And when we see it, then there's not long way to Virtua Regatta and World Sailing is seeing. And trust me, that's part of the program. The next race is starting. There's 20 seconds to the start. So guys, don't cheat. It's okay to have 2 boats, one for practice and one to shadow kill, but not in the World Championship.
No, I can't do that. And again, I think they're using it because they want to keep their green points, their race help points, and don't use it up for practice racing or the club championship, which is important, but not as important as winning $10,000.
No. Special not.
Here, nice start.
Yeah, good start here. It's Maradoni with the best start here. Great races here, and false start for Jose. It's not his night for the Spanish. Penalty to Walkie, a penalty to 18414. That might be the commentator's curse here, Norman. You talk so beautiful about him, and now he's dead. SMPJ Luca with a penalty also. So let's see.
Look at us, Serie in 12th, 11th, 10th. Okay, let's watch him. He's 40-some-odd meters behind. See where he ends up later.
We will just
40 meters behind.
See where is he hiding. He's hiding there. He's in 5th now, 4th. He's there where we found him. So he will just come up. But again, close call. It's a close race from 8 to the lead. From 1st to 8, everything can still happen. Let's get a little bit closer to Maradoni. He is coming. Vatasani going behind him. See, a chain reaction of crosses starting because of 18414. Start doing the crossing. Caveman going to the left-hand side. Walkie and Valentin Lisa going away from that wind shadow. Opposite side.
So a notice that I just did was Serie. I just looked at it, and he always seems to sail somewhere in the middle. Hence, he always sails the shortest distance and keeps control of the fleet. He's not letting go. There's nobody hindering him. He has no wind shadows, and that's why you are gaining meters by meters, and in the end, you just know what to do. Amazing, amazing strategy he's racing. Yeah. Bandito, but look, this is close. I mean, everybody is in 30 meters or less between the top 8, and that is a close race. Once again, the triangle top mark is going to be a squeezer for the rest of the party.
But 3 boats in the lead, they're really going to squeeze it. It's Havuk, Lucas Moore, and Serie. See Havuk coming in front of Bandito, and he's going all the way to the left-hand side, right-hand side. See Lucas Moore and Serie under pressure by Bandito. No, Serie is not, but see Havuk, Serie. They are going to battling it out. But again, he's so good with that boat. And one of the crazy things with Serie, he's only racing in 2D mode.
Right. Have you ever tried that, Thomas?
Yeah. it's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's harder than it's, yeah, but he seems to be able to do it and understand the distance. And that's why he's able to squeeze by without sweating it. And this is going to be a tough battle right here. First, second, and third. All these pink boats are just like squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then another one coming in, that Maradoni, no less than Maradoni, and Bandito.
And the world champ himself.
Vilista, 71 coming in. This is so close, guys. Vatassani right there. Or Elisa, which is Clark, Vatassani, SMP Luca Pandero, 8-4-14, Empower, Jose, LND, Tujuju, Walkie, and Valentilisa. Back on the downwind. Let's see the action. Big wind shuttle with the J70. Thomas, go ahead.
Let's see here. Luca getting a penalty for sailing into Vatassani. But we will watch the battles in the top. Clark and Caveman is going to battling it out. But in the lead, Serie is under pressure by Lucas Moore and Havuk. And Havuk is actually doing the sneak peek again. See, first approaching Lucas Moore now. And Serie, he's just outside of the wind shadow. Remember, it's
50 meters. What?
Yeah, it is not 50 meters. There's a mistake. Remember, the wind shadow is 30 meters, so Serie is maybe on 34 meters at the moment in front of Lucas Moore, if we're doing it by the eye. We can see Maradoni throwing dirty air on Havuk. Villas is 7-1 now in 5th, coming in front of Bandito and throwing dirty air both on Lucas Moore and Havuk. Serie rounding that mark, going to the left-hand side, but straight away to the right-hand side. Lucas Moore going to the left-hand side. It's a lottery now, Norman. Which side to choose? Where will the wind go?
I will do what Serie did, because the way the windsocks are pan out later, you take this right side right now, meaning you're selling probably with 0, we're lifting or heading, and then once that wind coming into place, like right now, it's probably heading you, and then he's tacking over onto port, and he's on a lift tack now. Really well done.
Again, it looks like his strategy was going into the middle and then wait for the wind shift to turn up. So he's actually not gambling that much in these type of games, Norman. He's doing the same trick all the time.
As I said, I watching him now. He seems to read the center of the course, shortest distance, and done. He knows what he's doing. And nobody's bothering him either. Nobody's taking it away from him, which I find amazing. So studying this from this angle, Thomas, may give us all a chance to learn something from it and possibly gain some good points in the future.
Yeah. But Serie in the lead, Lucas Moore in second, Havuk pressuring Maradoni, and we need to keep an eye in the middle. It's the world champ Villas 7-1 in 5th. He's in the Italian boat. And I just have to say to all the Italians watching this on the Italian Facebook page, it's now or never, guys. You had Alexander Menino winning the Pacific Rim event this Sunday morning. And this time you can have Villas the 7-1 maybe coming back in this race. He's now in 3rd and go in and take a 2nd place tonight, because one person in the lead, he's called Serie.
Right. Gone.
Yeah.
So Lucas Moore coming in 2nd and Maradoni in 71. Yeah. Let's see with Havuk battling it out. Good positioning. Yeah. We can first place.
But Havuk is losing to Villas 7-1 at the moment. See, he's coming in front of him. And Maradoni also, Villas 7-1 needs to do 2 tacks more. Same thing Maradoni actually needs to do if he's not turning the angle in. Let's see. Oh, I just managed to round that mark. So very well timed.
Like a zipper. They're like zip, 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 coming in there. And then we have the 3 Vatassani boats. And Captain Caveman also still in 7th place. Good for him, catching up and trying to stay on top. The action is happening here between Bandito and Havuk, as I'm reading this correctly. Yeah. They're going to have some fun downwind. There we go.
And did you see a funny thing here, Norman? It's a really good observation. This boat, the J70, has this fantastic ability, like real sailing in the J70. When it's going downwind, it speeds up pretty fast. So all the 4 boats were very close to each other, but the boat rounding the mark first are now in the lead. Really in the lead. Not just a few meters, but won a lot on it. So right now, Maradona really needs to capture Villas the 7-1. Havuk trying to do the same sneak attack again. See, he's keeping himself in the middle. Why these two are battling it out? So win for Serie. It's the second place for Lucas Moore. But will Havuk go in and take third again? Let's see.
Could be. And look at the win angle, it's quite even.
Yeah.
Does he take it? Does he take it again?
He's going after it. No, it looks like
check it out.
Maradona, Villas the 7-1, Havuk, Caveman, Bandito. It's so damn close. Again, he's trying to sneak in. Walkie looks like he's losing the battle from behind for the last position. The honor to Shishon coming in. Panadero, Valentin Lisa Empower, who lost connection there. Jose, and then we have Bandito. He hasn't crossed the finish line. Yeah, he has. Then we have Ulisa has also crossed it. So Valentin Lisa, Empower, Panadero, Dushishon, and Walkie coming in last. And Walkie, if you're watching this, you asked earlier if we're streaming it live. Yes, we are. So this is not the race you're going to share with all your friends, only if they want to learn something from it. So there we go. A win for Serie, second for Lucas Moore. Maradonian third, Villas the 7-1 fourth. So this time was Maradoni winning it. Havuk didn't sneak in and took third, so he got fifth. Bandito 6, Caveman 7, Clark 1, 2, 3, 8, Vatasani 9, 1, 8, 4, 1, 4, 10, S&P Dialuga 11, Jose 12, Valentin Lisa 13, Empower 14, Panadeo 15, Dujishong 16, and Walkie 17. No surprise here, Serie sailed the shortest distance, but KM6 Havuk got the best start. And number of penalties, S&P Dialuga 5.
Yeah, maybe some in the pre-start, so maybe 1 or 2 in the pre-start.
Yeah, but still, that's why he is in position 11. So that's how it goes, guys. That's how it goes. And let's see, the scoreboard is not ready yet. That's okay, then we'll go into Norman. And we can see Norman is sitting with a fantastic green screen in Sarasota. He's having the sunlights with him. And that's why you can see his corner has been eaten right down there. So Norman,
it's back there. We have so much sun coming in. I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm covering my windows, but it doesn't help. The sun in Florida is just breaking through and saying, "Watch out! It's sunlight."
So, but again, 20 degrees in Florida, raining and
actually it was really cool last night for us. It's a cool. We have some beautiful weather. Of course, it's our winter, which is a beautiful summer for you guys, and the weather is spectacular. It was cold last night. We had 10 degrees, but crisp, clear, blue skies, sunshine, light breeze. I wouldn't be minding on the water right now.
No,
I love it, my friend. I love it.
I love you too. But here is the scoreboard. It's Serie in the lead with 4 points. 4 wins tonight. He's killing it. Killing it. Havuk with 20 points in second. Then we have S&P Dialuga in third with 27 points. We have Maradoni 27 points. Bandito 27 points. Lucas Moore 28 points. Dujishong 31. Valentin Lisa 37. Clark 123 37. Caveman 41. And remember, top 10 goes into the medal race. 2 races left before they're going into that medal race. And then we can see the rest of them coming in here. If Villas 7-1 was part of the first race, he might be, let me see, around top 6 at the moment. But he didn't.
Everything is still open. Things still can happen. I mean, not in the top 3 are pretty clear. No, top 2 are not even. Top 1 is clear. Everything else, watch out, guys. We don't know.
No. But number 1 today.
Yeah, he's definitely showing the world how it's done and how we can just follow the center of the row. I would say, meaning try to sail the shortest distance and keep everyone behind you.
Yeah, and we need to. We are coming back in the game. Sometime we experience afterwards when they are doing upgrades and the server is crashing or the game is crashing in the browser when we use it a little bit too much. So we'll be back in the race in a few sec. But this is your guy. He's it's amazing. We know the other guys playing it. The world champ, the third place in the World Championship, the best Danish player, the best British player, number 5 in the French Championship. All of them are playing, Norman. But still.
I don't know how, I can just guess. But hey, I hope your server's up because we have about a minute to go before it starts.
We're waiting for the browser to come in, so we're just waiting for it here at the moment. But 1 minute, and it's the NACRA we're coming into, or it's the 49er this time?
It'll be fine. Let's see it. There it goes.
Yeah.
I can see it on my end. It's working.
Yeah. But sometimes we experience the browser will dive 4 or 5 times before we can come back in it. So we're just waiting for it, and this is the 5th time. So this time it might succeed. It didn't, so we're going to take number 6 time for getting it ready. And Norman trying to share his screen with us while we're doing that. So there we are. While we're waiting for it, it's not the best picture we can get in this game. And also Norman has put in his name tag back there, and he hasn't been polite to us. See, 5 seconds to the start. Norman, try to see it from top so we can see it.
Okay, sorry.
False starts for Lucas War. It looks like that, and you can see it's a little bit blurry, this one, because Norman hasn't zoomed in for us. And there we go. It's Jose in the lead. It's Havuk in second. Dushishong in third. But they're coming in here, and my continuous crashing. So we might just kill the browser and get back in it. And we can hear Norman pushing and pushing the buttons. Really want to show what's happening here in the game. So let's see. There we go.
No, we can't read it because the screen is too big for your window.
But still, it's Jose in the lead. If you press F button, then we can just see the boats. So there we go. We can't see who they are, but it's fantastic watch to see what it is. Sorry for the blurry graphic, guys out there. We are still trying to connect into Virtual Regatta in Europe at the moment. And maybe it's because we have too much time on it. They don't want us to...
Well, we have KM6, or Havuk, following Jose being in first. We're on the downwind race right there. Here in third, we have SMB Jaluka in fourth. We have Valentilisa 71 in fifth, and the rest is coming behind it. Everything is really tight. This is not a close race, a very close race, considering already only 45 meters between top 5. And here's Asia once again in second. KM's Havuk, Velista, and on the top, Jose. Not Jose. Who's going to be? Asir? Jose. Who is it going to be? Let's see. I'm going to go to the downwind mark, and you can watch these guys zoom by. And here they are. Havuk first, Jose first, Havuk second, Asir third, Velista 71 fourth, S&P Luca floating around fifth, 8th, the American in 6th, Empower in 7th, and continue. But it's so fast, we have to go back to the top to be able to follow the rest of the crowd. And so I am right there.
But a penalty to Walkie and Bandido there when they're coming in. But see S&P Luca sneaking into 5th. 4th now, Asir in 3rd. Is this one of the races he's not going to win?
Jose in the lead, very well done, coming around the bottom gate. A split course again. Jose first, Havuk second, Asir third, SMP 4th, and Velista 71 5th. Everyone else is following right here. Boom, boom, boom. Penalty to Velista 71. And then more penalties. Nope, everything is fine. Okay. We're going back to the leaders and to see who's doing what. Everybody's. I'm going to see here in 3rd. Havuk is above him, so it's in a good position. There we go. That's the action.
Yeah. And we can see Luca almost penalizing him there, but going behind him. So let's see how that goes. And guys, sorry if you're getting this blurry graphic. It's because here in Europe, here in the studio, we experience not getting access to Virtual Regatta inshore. So now we're getting into the server again. We just had 10 crashes in a row, so we are almost there. So welcome back in studio. Welcome back to the top graphics here. Let's see the leading boats. It's Jose, it's S&P Luca, it's Havuk, it's Asir. They're coming in here, and let's see when they're rounding this mark up here. It's the last top mark. They're going to race for the reach. Who will win it? Will it be Jose? Will it be Havuk? Or will it be Asir? Right now, Asir is in third. Jose coming first. Havuk after him. Asir on the inside also. SMPJ Luca with him. It looks like Havuk tried to penalize Luca. See, this is very close. Havuk placing himself in a very wrong position, trying to throw dirty on the other guys, but now he got caught himself. Asir pressuring Jose, but it's Asir, it's Jose, it's Havuk. Penalty to Havuk. That's very costly. Very costly one. So SMPD Luca taking third.
Havuk. Whoa. This is not over. Is Asir taking the lead on this?
Yeah, he is.
What?
He just sneaked in and took it from Jose. How he's doing.
It's unbelievable. On the finish line, he smoked Jose. I think Jose, his heart was beating so hard, he missed that freaking. Oh, wow.
Way to go.
Here we go. Everybody else coming in. Lucas Moore on 13th, Bandido 14th, and so. Wow. What a finish.
Asir took it with Wind Shadow and killed it in the lead. Valentin Lisa doesn't want to cross that finish line. So there we go. Asir took the win.
Asir took the win.
Yeah, just on the finish line. 0.7 in front of Jose. This means just a tip of the boat in front of him. Way to go by Asir. Jose in second. SMPD Luga in third. Havuk fourth. 18414 fifth. Valentin Villis 716. Clark 7th, Captain Caveman 8, Tushishong 9, Empower 10, Panadero 11, Walkie 12, Lucas Moore 13, Maradoni 14, Bandido 15, and Valentin Lisa getting in.
Those
16.
are the moments I would love to have instant replay, my friend. We have to invest into that for sure. It'd be so nice to see what happened up front because, boy, I can't believe that Asir, look at this, took SNPJ Luca, Havuk, and Jose out at the last broad reach. What a race. Holy smokes.
So way to go by him. We will cut it off. You can go in on our Twitch channel, cut this clip out. You can cut up to 30 seconds at a time, and then you can see the clip. Way to go.
Look, he started in 8th. He dropped even further down. I can't even see how far. And then he came back. After he dropped to 11th, then came back to 9th. And then he shoot up to 3rd, and then to 2nd, and then to 1st.
Way to go.
Guys, just learn from Asir, and you have a chance to win the world champion.
There we go. 5 wins in a row. Havuk in second with 24 points. Luca with 13 points. Dejong 14 points. Lucas Moore 41. Maradoni 41. And we have to remember after this next race, race number 6 in the 49er, there will be a discard. And this discard will change the scoreboard in total. Lucas Moore, it looks like he will lose 11 points at the moment. Du Shishong, he will lose 16 points. It's Luca losing 11, Du Shishong losing 16 points, Havuk losing 11 points. So everything will open up. Maradoni 14 points, Bandido will lose 15 points if this score keeps in. Caveman, yeah, you're right. Somebody stop that Asir guy. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see, Norman. What can you do with it? And you're watching the scoreboard back home right now. And there we are.
I am back in the world.
Back in the world. Fantastic here.
Great. Super.
Yeah.
Great racing all the way around. Yeah. Great. I'm glad you guys are all up there watching us. It's good to have you with us on the channel of Esailing TV 1. And I might have to stream something later for channel 2. So I stay on my good streak. How about that?
Yeah.
Great races here. The VRI putting on. They are the best on the best. And it's amazing.
They're really killing it. So way to go by them. We are getting ready for the next races starting right now. It is the 49er. It's race number 6 in the VRI Sailing Club tonight. And then after the top 10, we'll go into a middle race. And we need to say there will be a discard. And see here, we have been talking about it all day. 1 minute, and then we have the red area. So when the game is fully updated, if you're outside the starting line after 1 minute before the start in the red zone, you will get a penalty. This means that a serious, famous downwind starts will need to be updated, so they need to come from the outside of the committed pod or outside of the other mark to really doing it. So new updates, new things in the game coming up.
So basically what it's called, the gate is closed, meaning the start line is closed for a downwind start. But if you sail around the pin end or the committee boat, that's when it still is active. You can do that. So that's why it's only on the center of the start and finish line that it's marked out. So that's how it works.
Yeah, let's see how this is going.
Look at those bees around the honey. 3 seconds to go.
5 penalties. That's some costly one. Good start for Havuk. He's also fighting for second. SMPJ Luca coming in. He's a much better position. Havuk is controlling Asir in this race, but now Havuk going up towards the middle. Asir following him. But luckily for him, Panadir is also tacking up towards the middle. But again, Asir going into the middle, Norman.
As everybody else right now, it seems to be the best. Look at the wind side. I think they're trying to get as much right to the right side as possible before the wind's kicking in, which is right now, and they're tacking over to port, and it changes the whole picture because now they're sailing with the wind and not against it. And the two leaders are SMP Jaluka and Havuk. Asir is in fourth, and 18-4-14, the American in third, having a fantastic little battle right there. So we have two battles going on between first, second, third, and fourth.
And right now, Havuk can actually go behind SMPJ Luca. That shouldn't be an issue for him there. But again, SMPJ Luca, very routine, the young magician there. And he's playing against Havuk. Double participate in the World Championship, both 2018 and 2019. So right now, the only one that hasn't been to a World Championship in this battle here is 18414. All of the rest of them are participating in the World Championship. So this is the Esailing's Super Bowl, actually. We're seeing three guys here.
Well, congratulations to Kansas City for winning the Super Bowl yesterday in the American football, the game of the year, and great to have them back in the lead and back to winning the Super Bowl. But this is our Super Bowl right here. And what a close race once again. Super tight coming up to the top gate, top mark, I'm sorry. SMPJ Loka, is he got gifts on 15? Or is Empire throwing him on top of all? Watch this. Whoa, this is so...
And Luca getting the penalty.
SMPJ Luca, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like Empower for that one.
But way to go by Empower, joining in the battle in the lead. He's going for an interception, and way to go. The two Americans are now in the lead. Empower New Zealand, representing New Zealand, but living in the Americans at the moment in the USA.
So now it's the big question: stay on this side or the other side?
But see who's dropped down to third and fourth and fifth actually. It's SMPJ Luca and there. See what happens. 18414 went to the opposite side. Dropped to 9.
Is it going to play out for him, or is the wind just killing him?
He dropped to 9th, losing momentum. Totally. SMPJ Luca getting a really stupid penalty for Havuk. Way to go by Havuk, not playing along with that. This means the world champion himself getting up in 4th position. 18414 in the opposite side. Losing everything. Losing in 11th.
He was in the lead, and now he took the risky route, and the risky route did not work out for him. Asir back in the lead, followed closely by Empower, and Havuk is a 70. Captain Caveman, SMPJ Luca, and that's it, Vatasani, and then there's 8414 in 5th right now. 7th is just switching around.
But interesting to see Asir now. 28 meters. They were rounding the mark almost at the same time.
He was in 4th.
Yeah.
Or 3rd, right?
Yeah, but rounding the mark, he came first, but he was almost at the same time as Empower. And right now, Empower is winning a little bit momentum, but Asir actually won 12 meters. Within the
that is amazing.
Yeah.
10 meters. And look who's back. 8414 in first.
Yeah.
But that's going to change quickly.
It is. It's the server making fun with us upwind here. So let's try to see it from the chopper so we can see everything. We'll just go to the opposite side. Here is Panadero. See, we can see the fleet here. Serie in the lead. And there's a huge wind shift. Have Vuk outside of the ley line. Empower in the middle. Willisa in the middle. SNP Luca coming in here. We will go back to this battle. See, there we go. Serie coming first. But who will take second? 3 boats in for it. SNP Luca will come in 4th or 5th around that mark. But again, untouchable. How is doing it?
You know, Serie has been talking about it. He has never in a club championship took all first places. And I think his goal today was to say, yeah, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to take all first, a clean score on the world champion, on the local Monday night races. And he's doing it right now. And he's doing it with bravo. S&P Gianluca totally messed that one up. That turn, Martin losing a position to Ballester as well as to Bandito.
So
here we go. Long, broad reach.
Yeah.
Serie in the lead. Havuk second. Empower third. These guys, Bandito and Ballester 71, having a little duke out coming to the bottom, to the reach point. Broad reach. And off they go downwinding it. Boom. Ballester in 4th. Well done, S&P. And Bandito behind it. So those guys will have a little battle where Serie is going to win this.
And second place will go to Vuk, and 3rd place to Empower. But who will get 3rd? 4th. Willisa 71. Luca trying to go away from this battle. He will not get dirty air. But what is
lighter wind though?
Yeah. 17.1. 17.2. Willisa 71 starts this attack. This means Luca is now attacking Willisa 71. So good trick by him, getting ready to throw dirty air on Willisa 71. So he just put himself in the battling position. And did you see what Willisa 71 did there?
He slowed down. He took a break so he doesn't get slowed down by him.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because now he is in a very dangerous spot, because as soon as S&P Gianluca turns, he's going to get... duck behind him. Okay.
Caveman losing battle. But see here, they're racing for it. Will it be Luca? Will it be Willisa 71? It's Luca taking it. Willisa 71 5th. Bandito 6. 18414 and rest of the fleet coming in. Caveman, the big loser here, getting 9th because of a penalty downwind. Interesting to see who is in top 10. Today it's not Lucas Moore from Denmark. He's not been having the best race today. But he's also organizing this and makes sure there was a regatta tonight. Lucas Moore 15, Clark 1, 2, 3, 14, Walkie losing this race, coming in 60. So Serie with a win. KM 6, he is in 2nd. Empower, he's in 3rd. SNPJ Luca, he is in 4th. Willisa 71 5th. Bandito, he is in 6th at the moment. Then we have 18414 in 7. Caveman 8. Vatasani 9, Panadero 10, Dushishong 11, Valentin Lisa 12, Maradoni 13, Uli Lisa or Clark 1, 2, 3, 14, Lucas Moore 15, Walkie 16, and Jose 17. And when we're watching here, Serie sailed the shortest distance, best start for Havuk. Then we can see Lucas Moore 4 penalties, not his race this one. And Serie again, not the best start, getting some beat up in the upwind first run, but then he's coming back in the race. And as we spoke about, it was the gate mark doing the difference. The gate mark against Empower, they came in at the same time. Somehow Serie found 12 meters there all by himself.
Great racing. Great racing.
Let's see the result. There is a discard. Serie with 6 wins, having 5 points going into the medal race. Will he make an ace tonight? The first ace in VRI Sailing Club's history. Is it tonight he's going to do it? Havuk in 2nd with 15 points. Luca 23 points in 3rd. Bandito 33. Dushishong 35. 18414 39. Maradoni 40. Willisa 71 with 14. And that's amazing because he didn't race the first race. And then we have Lucas Moore 41, Caveman 42. That's the 10 players going in to the medal race. This means Empower, Clark 1, 2, 3, Valentin, Lisa, Vatasani, Jose, Panadeo, and Walkie. Thank you for racing tonight. You guys is not going into that medal race. And the middle race is going to be in Asir's favorite boat, the J70.
Right. That's it, guys. You're watching it. Is Asir going to have his perfect score tonight for the first time? The chances are right now are 6-1, I would say. Yes.
Yeah. Are we betting on this one tonight? Are we betting a burger? Will Asir do an ace tonight, guys? Right in the chat. Will he get the perfect score first ever seen in one of the regattas made on Esailing TV? Will we experience history tonight? Asir from France, Tristan Perron. Will he do it? Will he make a perfect score? Interesting.
I want to know. I really do. Well, it's going to be. We're going to find out in a minute, unless they're taking a pee break, and they may do. We don't know, and then we see what's happening.
I'm just thinking. Let's stop the stream here now, and then no.
We show it tomorrow. Pay us $10 more.
So, but there we go. We're getting ready.
By the way,
for
I was just going to the opening challenge of the championship, and there's a few more 100 scores showed up. By the way.
Yeah. We'll take a watch on that. Now the race has started, and let's get ready for it.
10 skippers, double score, J70.
And we have Lucas Moore, Denmark, Asir from France. This pink boat you need to keep an eye on. Can he do a perfect score tonight? 18414, white boat from America. Havuk from Turkey. Maradoni from Great Britain. Alias Scotland, Villas 7-1, the world champion from Italy. Captain Caveman, you need to learn me to say that. The Dominican Republic. Bandito from Spain. Luca is in PJ. Luca from Italy. And the last boat, making fun with us. I can't remember who's the last one is.
I'll let you know.
Last boat, who the server hasn't registered the right way, is coming in a few seconds. 18 seconds to start. Two boats are trying to do the downwind. It's Asir, and see who is covering it. It's Lucas Moore. They don't want him to do a perfect score tonight. It is American football. Will they do an interception of that ball coming there? Asir coming downwind. Perfect time. Lucas Moore. Lucas Moore did a false start. So it's Asir in the lead.
No, he's not.
He's
Captain
not.
Caveman is in the lead. Yes.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure Asir is very close. 2 meters. There's 2 meters in between number 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's getting very close. Let's see what he's doing. Keep an eye on this boat here. But interesting and unlucky for Lucas Moore. He needs to go to the right-hand side. Bandito, 18414. Maradoni coming in. But let's see Asir.
Seeker is going to top them all, isn't he? He's going to scoop right on top of it.
No, he's not.
No!
He cannot do it.
So Captain Caveman has power to keep the lid on top. 18414, the American in first right now. And the 9 boat is the Croatian boat. Captain Caveman and... I'm confused. Who is it?
The 9 boat is... I can't remember. We need to go into it.
It's Clark.
No, it's Havuk. No, it's not Clark.
It's Clark. It's Clark.
It's Clark. Okay.
Clark 1, 2, 3.
Okay. He didn't manage to go into the medal race, but it's okay. It's Havuk here. It's S&P Luca. It's Asir in the lead at the moment, going towards the middle, and actually, because of this battle here, Asir will be in the lead. These 3 boats battling each other. Villas 7-1, boat number 9, Caveman. They are battling each other, so Asir can sneak in front of them. Very interesting. We will follow this boat. Will we have a perfect score tonight? Will it be the first ever perfect score in Virtual Regatta history in Esailing TV stream in these fantastic races, regattas we're seeing from around the world? Will he be the first ever known for that? Let's see. The other boats will make sure he's not, but it's going to be very close. He's tagging up.
The action. He's going to be ducking under them, so they have a chance to not hold yourself, guys. Sail behind him. Come on, somebody tag over.
See,
look at what he did. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see what he just did? My goodness.
And did you see how close he did it?
Yes, he did. Behind each boat, he scooped behind him to get the best distance out of it, and then he is still in the lead. But Velista could have a chance of penalizing him by being on. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know.
No. But this is interesting. It's going to be very close. If Azir managed to round and get a steady course, he is there. Villister in front, but getting a penalty.
Oh, penalty to Villister!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So it's Azir in the lead, followed by the boat number 9 and the American boat coming in. Villister 7-1. He's sitting in the porch with his cigar and smoking an extra one here just because of that penalty. So right now, Azir, will he do the perfect score first time ever? That was a really crucial moment, but it's a long downwind race, and all of them are attacking him now. All of them.
Yeah, this is not about taking the win from the other guys. It's about trying to catch Arcia. I think that's what they're trying to do. And if they're smart, that's the only way to get this perfect score out of the way. Come on. That's it. That's the position. That's good. Everybody's staying away. You see that?
Yeah.
This is great. They're like, no, Arcia, you're not going to do the perfect score. Not yet. Not today. But maybe it is. I mean, it is. Watch this happening, guys. This is incredible.
There he goes. He's in the lead. And he is. And interesting which side he will round to. I think he will go to the left-hand side. See the windsocks up there. So
we'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, he is left-hand side. Going in there. Number 9 following him. Going to... Oh, they're splitting up. Azir might do the trick again. How many meters is winning? Villister, no, he needs to go after him. Maradoni coming in. But he's dropping to 3rd. This means Azir, he's 10 meters in the lead at the moment. Will he do the perfect score, ladies and gentlemen, e-sailing fans around the world? Is this a historic moment we are watching? He's up there all by himself, controlling the other boats. If he's not doing a mistake, we will have the first ever perfect score in a regatta.
This is going to be, I mean, the chances are pretty cool, but he's sailing in lighter winds. So, number 9 boat,
he's winning
meters. Still, who is this? Is it Lukas Kozlovic?
No. It's not Luka. We'll find out.
Not Luka more. No, I don't know.
No. I will watch it later. But here, Azir in the lead. And then we can see 18414 in 3rd. They can't take him. 24 meters, Norman. 24 meters. He's winning.
It is Cluck. I'm telling you, it is Cluck.
Maybe it is.
Cluck 1, 2, 3.
No, I'm not sure. He got 12th, but it doesn't matter. What we are watching here is witness for a guy trying to do the perfect score. It's Du Zhizhong. Thank you, TP, whatever.
Du Zhizhong, of course. What a strong sailor.
Will he do the perfect score here tonight? Azir coming in, winning momentum. He's doing it again. And Clark is also writing in the chat, it's not me. Don't blame me. It's Du Zhizhong doing it. So here we can say, Azir going to round this top mark. Will he write Esailing TV history? Will he write history in the Virtual Regatta Inshore Online Sailing Club? It's 1 year. This club is 1 year old in this month, and right now it looks like Azir from France, Tristan Perron is doing the first ever perfect score, winning 7 races in a row. 7 races in a row.
Du Zhizhong is not going to catch him.
No, Du Zhizhong lost connection.
Oh!
Maybe it was the French guy helping the other French guy to do the perfect score. No. This means Azir, first time ever doing a perfect score in a regatta.
Du Zhizhong disappeared. Maybe Azir will disappear. We don't know.
No.
It's my friend.
But if he's disappearing in between 1/3 of the last part of the race, he will still get the win. Yeah, he will.
He will not get it. The race officer will stim against it. I tell you now.
It's Lucas Moore, his best friend, online best friend, will stand into him. Villister 7-1 battling for 3rd, but see there, proud French guy sneaking up. He cannot take it backwards in. Clark is saying Esailing is using e-doping. He must have a tornado installed. Yeah. 18414 getting a penalty with the battle for Villas the 7-1. Villas the 7-1 is getting that second place. Havuk getting third. Who's sneaking up in the left-hand side? It is Maradoni trying to come in, but he's too slow. See there, Esailing coming in. There it is. The perfect score is in here. He's winning it. Congratulations to Esailing. First time ever winning 7 races in a regatta. 7 out of 7. A perfect score in Esailing TV's history and in the online club VRI Sailing Club. And here they're all clustering up. We know they're battling for second and third, but no one can take the honor and the light away from Esailing. There we see Esailing from France. What a win. Villas the 7-1 second. Lucas Moore third. 18414 fourth. SMP Luca fifth. Havuk 6. Caveman 7. Maradoni 8. Bandito 9. And Duchon lost connection in the battle against Esailing. And I have to say, there's not much to say then. We're going into this one, this scoreboard, just waiting it to upgrade. So, Norman, what a thing we're witness to here tonight. Is this the
I am speechless. Congratulations. I clapped on it. It's already posted on the chat. It is done, folks. Congratulations to us here. Great way to win this. Great way to show us how it's done. And we just witnessed history in the making right there.
Last year we made a bet, me and Alec, about first time I saw Esailing. I said, this guy will go all the way to the World Championship. Alec said, oh, it's too early to say. Norman, are you up to a bet?
Am I betting against you? Against Esailing? No, I don't think so.
Why
would I do that? Why would I bet against myself? Buying insurance? I don't think so.
Will Esailing be world champion this year if he continues doing this?
Yes.
Yes. But remember, when they're standing on that stage, we have been seeing a top player as La Manoir being there 2 times. The first year he was doing the best score they could do to qualify, getting 8. This year, getting 8. So, and we also have to remember the PC ban is not there, so everybody's allowed to play on their device. So L1 has his laptop back. Alexander Menino, Epicure, their laptop is back. But more talk about that. Let's go in and watch this one. In the lead, perfect score. Esailing from France. This is history, guys. First ever perfect score in virtual regatta inshore in Esailing TV's history, and they haven't upgraded yet just to make fun with us. There we go.
There it is. Look it up.
7 points, guys. This French guy winning all races, all classes, and let's just take the names. Havuk has been in second place. He has been winning been part of the World Championship 2018 and 2019. SNPJ Lucas, 16 years old, the young magician from Trieste, winning bronze medal at the World Championship this year. Bandito from Spain doing a top result. Villas the 7-1, he's the world champ of this game this year and was part of the World Championship 2018. And here they're just changing the scores. Then Lucas Moore, one of the top Danish players, in 5th, 18414, winning most of the American races in 6th. Caveman, he has been playing this game for many years. Maradoni, the winner of the British Championship. And still, Esailing doing a perfect score.
Fantastic. Great regatta, great Monday night, great Monday morning, wherever you are. Fantastic.
And what a start doing a stream like this. The first day, the day we are announcing the World Championship has to start. The World Championship series has started, guys. And here you have some of the top players doing it. Watch out for Esailing. He might eat you up. Congratulations, Tristan. Way to go by you. Norman,
Yes.
pleasure to have you in studio. Pleasure to have all of you writing commentates and chatting with us online. True pleasure to be here tonight and witness this historical moment on Esailing TV. If you
You'll
want
be seeing me on Channel TV 2 soon.
yeah.
I might be doing some more random races here for the opening challenge of the championship.
Yeah.
And Thomas, thanks for inviting me to your studio. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.
And have fun whenever you do, guys. And do you want to take a quick look at the opening challenge scoreboard or what?
Yeah, 2 sec. And I'm just writing in the chat to all of you. If you want to see all our channels, follow us on all the social platforms and also get direct access into Norman's channel too when he's going live there and see when he's live, then go to esailing.tv and then you can actually get access to all of it on our new homepage. And you also can see the billboards when we are going into doing regattas. Coppa Italia is coming up. The Italian season 1 is coming up. The Italian Esailing Club is hosting that, and that is fully supported by Esailing TV. And before going offline, let's do as Norman he said. Let's see how it's going in the World Championship. First playoff.
The top 10 are clear. The top 10 are clear, but you could still squeak in there because of the amount of races they have done. But we have 1,000 scores right now.
As Serie, he won it today. He's doing 5 races in the top lead. Luka Koslovic, SMPJ Luka, we also saw him today doing a best Serie score of 100 after 5 races. Lucas Moore, same level. Roxigioni, Germany, 6 races. Pisatito, first time we're seeing him. That might be Nara in Terrassa, maybe Rasso. Filippo, the world champ, is also top 100 after 9 races. Hidden from the Netherlands, 16 races. Alexander Menino after 29 races. Alpha, Cucci. This just means that they will get 100 points into their account in the calculations for the World Championship points after this regattas. So the point score you're getting here is getting into it. So really, really nice done by all of them.
Right. Earlier I was 93rd. Now I'm not 112.
Yeah.
So that means 15 people already, or 17 people passed me. I think I've got to do a couple more races.
Yeah. And Norman, true pleasure to have you in studio. Thank you to be here. And all of you, please follow, share what we're doing. And again, congratulations to you as here for this fantastic result. Peace out. Hi, you're watching Esailing TV. Hope you like what we're doing. If you want to see more, please follow us on the social medias. Go on Facebook, write Esailing TV. Then you come into our fan page. If you follow us, subscribe or like us, then you can see our live shows and get a notification of it. But there's an 8 seconds delay on Facebook. You can also see when we're doing highlights. We'll pop them up there, and small news with pictures. You can like, share with your friends what we're doing, share your interest. Hope you will join in. But if you're more the video type, then go to YouTube. Esailing TV channel here has a live feed also. There's a 6 seconds delay, but it's fantastic on YouTube. All our videos is saved forever, so you can see what we've been doing the last year, also the highlights. Example, here's Norman and I having fun with the chat, getting questions from the chat, and it was so fun. But if you want to see the live shows straight away without any delays, then go on the Gamers Universe, Twitch TV, write Esailing TV. There's a 2 seconds delay. So in here, it's if you want to see the shows live. All live shows will be deleted after 14 days. But you can do your own highlights, clip it out, and it will be saved forever. And then some of you said, hey, Twitter. Yeah, we are on Twitter. Go on Twitter, write Esailing TV. We're also doing live shows on Twitter. But again, there's an 8 seconds delay on the live shows. But you can see some tweets when we're out traveling. You can get direct notifications when we're doing activities. In here, we are doing a lot of pop-up news, but we are having a lot of fun. You can share and like what we're doing. And of course, Instagram is also there. But Instagram, we're not doing any live shows on. We're only doing pop-up news. So here you can see what we're doing of crazy things. And trust me, Will be better to do a lot of more creative things in here. Example, we met L1's nail shop in Liverpool, or the highlights show from the World Championship. We also informed about it here. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing in Esailing TV. See you on the servers.